Oh, make sure I'm live. Make sure everything's good. Yeah, another impromptu stream. But oh man, the game, the gaming community. Hopefully, I can be heard. Hold on. All right, yeah, good. All right, the gaming community has lost its freaking mind. I mean, I give you that. Hey, what's up, Craig? Listen, game community. I may hate y'all. I may be done with y'all. You know, but before I'm gonna talk about this before I play Suicide Squad and call it a night. But my goodness, this turn of events that I saw today has been just stunning. Apparently, Xbox Game Pass is too good. Yeah. I mean, of course, man, because he's a Nintendo guy who's a liar. But oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I got to talk about this real quick, guys, because this might be one of the greatest. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how the game community do it. It seems like daily now we get something crazy, but this tweet from Shirako, and Shirako on YouTube, he has over a million subscribers and posts a lot of gameplay. He gets all the games early, so he's not really an Xbox fan per se, but we got to break this down because this is what's hilarious about these business experts. They know so much. They know so much more than the trillion-dollar companies. Actually, let's jump into it, man. All the leakers are backtracking. It's insane. Yeah. And by the way, Eli, I got to talk about these entitled so-called. I guess they're former Xbox guys now. I don't know, but we got let's break this down because this blew me away. This blew me away. All right, a message to Xbox. Now again, business experts that know more than the trillion-dollar company, that knows more than the head of Xbox. Let's see what he has to say. Xbox should force exclusivity on their games, release them 6 months later on PC and day one on Xbox. So far, that's not going to happen. Again, guys. Hey, Zink, thank you for joining. This is going to be a solo show, so I'm just going to do this real quick and call it a night, if you don't mind. So just go ahead and have fun in the chat. I'll be interacting with the chat a lot more tonight. But yeah, so off to the start. Xbox should force exclusivity on their games, release them 6 months later on PC. Okay, that's not going to happen. The Xbox games on PC has been a success. All right, and Microsoft. Let's not forget, most PC gamers are using Windows to play these games. Windows operating system. So Xbox, to me, I get it. Back in 2016, when Quantum Break was announced to come to PC as well, it was dramatic. It was a big shift in how we see games and exclusives and all that stuff. But 8 years later, no, that's not going to happen. Especially when it's been a successful model having the games on PC and Xbox too. Xbox has Play Anywhere with a lot of especially their first party games, where if you own it, you could play it on Xbox and PC, and they have a lot of games that are like that, right? So we're off to a bad start already, right? On how Xbox should force exclusivity 6 months later on PC and day one on Xbox. If they wish to keep the console business relevant and complete, they must give people a reason to buy it over PC. Guys, it's not 2006. The way that the console, first of all, as great as consoles are, it's clearly not the only path to success. You know what I'm saying? We know now that the Xbox gaming has surpassed Windows in terms of like I believe its revenue at Microsoft as a whole, and I think that realization and success has put more eyes on the Xbox brand in Microsoft, which is causing a lot of this recent drama. But here's where it gets good. Game Pass should raise prices for a tier that includes day one AAAs. No, No, not the most consumer friendly idea, but Xbox has been nothing but consumer friendly, and it got them last place in console sales. This, this right here, this right here is if Xbox did this. Do you first of all, listen, Shirako, people who don't usually maybe you don't really follow Xbox like that. Maybe you're a super casual Xbox guy. You just so happen to see this video. Xbox is going to get hate no matter what they do. Let's get that clear. If Xbox didn't release games on Game Pass, they'll be pissed. Putting games on Game Pass, that pisses them off. So it does. So Xbox is damned if they do, damned if they don't. But the fact that you think they should raise prices that include games like your Valves, your Starfields, and all that, and Hellblades, are you fucking crazy? Now I do think Game Pass had a slight increase last year, and it might get an increase after the Activision deal. We'll see, right? But no, there should not be a Game Pass price that includes that. Okay, you pay. Let's say standard one is $10 for everything, right? And then you pay $15 for the first party as well. That's fucking stupid. First of all, it's stupid because the model that we have now already accumulated over 30-40 billion subscribers. That's one, right? And so they already set a standard of what you're going to get. Look, you pay $10 to $15 a month, whatever tier you're using currently, and you get access to hundreds of games. If you want Ultimate, you get that. Matter of fact, Game Pass Ultimate that you already pay more for, that's already the higher tier. That's how you get EA Plus. I mean EA Access. No, EA Play. I mean, so it's something that's already being done. Right, but not specifically for the AAAs. No, what they have has already accumulated millions of subscribers, and then this part, not the most consumer friendly, but Xbox has been nothing but consumer friendly, and it got them last place in console sales. That statement is fascinating to me because it's insinuating that gamers want less consumer friendly instead of other aspects that's making Nintendo and Sony have higher sales, like availability. Xbox is not as widely available as Sony is. That's why they've been trying to break into the East Asian market, for example. And you could criticize, hey, maybe they haven't done the best job reaching Japan, China, South Korea, and those type of countries, right? Maybe they haven't done the best at reaching some of the European markets, where I hear that has 80% PlayStation, 20% Xbox, right? And Nintendo's going to sell. Well, Nintendo Switch is doing very well as well. But here's the thing, Shirako, and anybody who agrees with this nonsense, Xbox being in third place in console sales is not due to Xbox consumer-friendly habits. If anything, the fact that we still have the Xbox post 2014 is because of their consumer-friendly habits. Yeah, man. Yeah, they're going to be in a coffin on Monday. That's right. That's why everybody who lied is somehow backtracking on them same lies. I mean, it's hilarious, isn't it? Isn't it, Devil Shooter? Also, what's up, man? I hope you're doing well. But back to the point. Look, Xbox not selling as many consoles as the other two. The reasons why are very different. All right, the lack of availability. First of all, if you can't buy the fucking thing, you're not going to sell. And by the way, this is a big reason for their digital push. And listen, guys, if you ever seen any of my channels, you see I do my collection of boxes. I love physical media. I still love buying this. There's nothing I love more than collecting, right? But one of the reasons for Xbox digital push is the fact that if they could break into these new markets, right? It's going to be easier for those markets to buy games without the barrier that physical would provide. Because unfortunately, it is still expensive to produce, ship, and send a physical copy of a game to certain locations, many locations. So if there's a way to say, hey, okay, cool, we break into this new market. Let's use a random country, Argentina. Hey, look, we got Xbox in Argentina. let's tell them, hey, look, you could just you could just buy our Xbox. You don't need to go to the store. You don't need to pay shipping fees or nothing for any games. Just go to the Xbox store, buy our games, boom, or use Game Pass. That's going to be easier for those type of consumers, right? So this when he said Game Pass should raise prices and even admits it's not consumer friendly, that blew my mind because I never seen gamers has been the only fandom I've ever seen where they petition for something worse for them, and it's always for a stupid reason. Game Pass is the welfare pass, and this and that. And now you want them to do what objectively not. And then again, since Xbox is damned if they do, damned if they don't. If they raise prices just for the AAA exclusives, that's going to piss off people who are already paying for it and who are already used to it, right? Hey, what's up, Batman? The Darkest Night. Yeah, man. Oh, definitely had a great day, and I hope you had a great day too. But yeah, man, this is just an amazing comment here. I think Xbox has to be more aggressive against their competitors. Neither Sony or Nintendo is their friend. At the end of the day, they would only benefit from your failure. At least he says something right for once. At least he says something right here. Nintendo and Sony aren't their friends. Hell, listen, they admitted to the FTC that Phil and Sarah are saying, look, man, they use their position right now to prices out of the gaming. So they know this. They know this. Now, the people who might not know this, to be fair, would be the Microsoft people, the Satya Nadellas, the Tim Stewarts, and I believe the woman's name is Amy Ford. And correct me if I'm wrong with her name. I apologize there. And so hopefully Phil and them are explaining that situation. But other than that, yeah, I agree that of course they would benefit from their failure. Hell, if Xbox failed and there was no Xbox, nobody would. Hell, the gamer sure itself wouldn't benefit because not only would you lose the best subscription ever and possibly access to your library of games. Do you really want to live in a world where Sony has free reign to charge you $100 for their games like they want to, and release $1,000 consoles? Hell no, nobody wants that. But Xbox is going to be fine, guys. That's why I constantly talk people off the ledge of just chill out, let things play out, let them say what they gotta say, let them do what they gotta do, let them run their business. All right, things will be fine. I promise you. And if they're not, be the first one to curse me out. Rumors are rumors. It is part of life until heard directly from that person himself. Yeah, Ken, it's funny how nobody seems to understand that when it comes to Xbox. Oh, the Lakers could have rumors all day. Oh, the Lakers are trading LeBron, right? The Lakers are trading AD. Oh, the Milwaukee Bucks are trading Giannis. Oh, you can hear them stupid rumors all the time. And people, and even if it seems like it could be in the realm of possibility. Because somebody say, hey, LeBron's 39-year-old, he ain't the same player. Maybe you're going to trade him. Everybody else like, dude, it's a fucking rumor. Shut up. They wouldn't even allow them on those stupid shows like Undisputed, where they have a lot of stupid hot takes, right? And they wouldn't even allow that on there. But in the gaming world, you can say whatever you want, and when it comes to Xbox, people will just believe it. They'll just believe it, Kenneth. They'll just believe it without. And then when you tell them to chill out, it's rumors. Let's wait for the facts. They get more mad at you. I kid you not. I've had people in my own comments in my own videos recently called me an idiot because I'm not blindly believing rumors. And all I literally said in the last podcast was the gist of it was, guys, chill, let the facts play out. I have no problem admitting if I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong next Monday, then so be it. But what I'm not going to do is lose my mind over rumors. And then the people that push the rumors so y'all that could get the clicks are now backtracking after they got your views, your money, your time, your ads from clicking on that shit, right? Oh, now that they got you, now they could run it back. Oh no, it's not that bad as they was saying. Yeah, I know we said stupid shit like Halo's going to PlayStation, which if that didn't alarm you, that's bullshit rumor. I can't help you, but they were believing that. They're believing that. Oh, Gears is going to PlayStation. And instead of saying, that sounds a little too fake, right? No, they said, oh, Xbox, how can you do this to me? 20 years, I invested 20 years. And some dudes were selling their Xbox, right? Some dudes were selling their Xbox. And this is the stuff, it's funny. It's funny. I had someone say that I would feel like an idiot if Microsoft had some changes next week. And I said, no, I wouldn't, because my self-esteem's not tied to video games. I love gaming. That's why I'm here talking about it. That's why I buy it. That's why I play it at any chance I get. Love it, love it, love it. Love gaming. It's the greatest hobby ever. What I don't like is the gaming community, because I've realized that some of y'all are flat out lunatics. I kid you not. I've seen everything. Harassing the Xbox social media team. Some people went after me. I ain't gonna show it because I don't like showing the personal stuff. But some people even went after my ass with their nonsense, right? And so here's the thing, and this is why I recently started saying stuff like Xbox has no community, because a community comes together, but the Xbox community is just going to shambles over any rumor. And then for some reason, they want Microsoft to babysit their opinions, right? To babysit their feelings. And all I ever say is just let things play out. Just let things play out, That's all I want from you guys. But instead, we get this crazy nonsense. He says, do not make the next Xbox console digital only. Gamers will refuse to support your brands based on morals. Yeah, I do think that they're going to keep this, to keep the standard. You see now, one digital, one place physical. I think that's going to still be the standard next generation. Now, they are pushing digital, and digital is a very, I believe something as crazy as 90% of video game sales in general digital, 80 or 90%. It's extreme. It's such a high margin that there's a reason why when I went to my local Best Buy recently, the Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox sections all were a lot smaller. So when people say, "Oh, retailers are getting rid of just Xbox physical," no. What I'm saying, listen, and I live in a major city in Texas, and if the Best Buy in Houston, a metro of 7 million people, 2.5 million in the city itself, if a city like Houston's Best Buy is getting rid of physical for all major platforms, unfortunately, you kind of see where things are trending, and it seems like the media, physical media, is going to be easier bought online at your Amazons, Best Buy online, Walmart, because that's how I got Suicide Squad delivered early, and that's another retailer that I heard was getting rid of physical. If Game Pass is all you care about, quit the console market and focus on being the publisher of all platforms. My Xbox has been collecting dust for years. Give me a reason to use it again. And this is how you know that this is not an Xbox guy. If anything confirms the Shariko, not an Xbox dude at all, and is talking out his ass. Again, notice how the business expert isn't an Xbox guy, clearly doesn't play Xbox, and says nonsense if Game Pass is all you care about, quit the console market. Oh my goodness! And again, this is what, when I saw this is why I kind of started this show, right? Because I read this and I'm blown away. I'm blown away at how somehow the way to solve Xbox is to make the service that people love, that has over 30 or 40 million subscribers, worse. That's going to save Xbox is by making it less consumer friendly, is by giving you a worse service, is that giving them harder barriers to enter? No. And the fact he said my Xbox been collecting dust for years, well, that's a you problem, because I played Hi-Fi Rush, Redfall, Starfield, all my multi-plats, Halo, Gears, Forza, the Gunk, you name it. I played all the Battletoads, all these games on my Xbox over the years. And so if it's collecting dust for you, that's you problem. That's a you problem. But don't sit here and say that Xbox should quit the console market because they focus on Game Pass. That's just nonsense. That's nonsense. There's constructive criticism, and then there's this. This is fake construction criticism. This doesn't even make fucking sense. Yeah. Hey, Xbox. The way to solve your problem is to not enter more markets, not to find ways to market yourself better. Not to make a higher presence in markets that you're typically not well known in, not to expand in markets that already love you, like the South American, Latin American countries. Mexico, I believe it does well. Brazil, I believe it does really well in. Not that. It's to make Game Pass worse. And these are people that a lot of y'all see as leaders in the community. Hey, Dea, what's up? The Queen of Green, the First Lady of Chat. But these are the people who a lot of y'all are listening to, and not only are y'all listening to, these are the one who getting y'all so emotionally upset that y'all are attacking others, right? Y'all are attacking others over it. Again, of what are rumors that they get you pissed off, get your views, get your clues, get your ad revenue, then backtrack and say, hey, I was lying the whole time. Well, they don't, but instead of literally saying that they've been lying the whole time, they just it's not as bad, not as bad as what you heard. Yeah, of course, because it's never that bad, never. And yet people want to argue with me and all of us till we're blue in the face about how we should be pissed off and feel like idiots over fucking rumors. It's the most mind-boggling experience I've ever had as a gamer. Has been 2024. Hey, Snooky Jackson, what's up, man? What's up, Glenn? Introduction, my true Xbox community. No pony or pony bots welcome. Yeah, man. Definitely. Leaker's already backtracking like Nick the Hate. And by the way, Eli, was Nick the Hate not the first one to report all this shit to begin with last month? I believe so. I believe he was the first one to start this shit, these rumors. People believed them. They begged Microsoft to come out and say something. And now you got Phil Spencer wasting his fucking time saying, all right, guys, I hear you. We're going to say something next week. Calm the fuck down. And by the way, I don't care what anyone says. It is not Microsoft's job to babysit your feelings. It's not. They got a business to run. And yes, business corporations are not your friend and all that bullshit. But here's the thing. The term fan is short for fanatic. So going into this, you should already fucking know this. Be a fan of a product is fine. Gaming is great. That's why gaming has blown up the way it is. That's why Xbox is great, right? But what the gaming community has turned into are a bunch of entitled crybabies who think these trillion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar companies should stop what they're doing to appease them. And no, I'm sorry, Shariko, you only got 25,000 followers. You're a nobody. Phil puts out the tweet, 10 million people see it. You put out a tweet and 19,000 people see your tweet. You're nobody. You don't. That's not an impact. 19,000 people seeing a tweet is not impactful. So when I see stuff like this from these business owners who pretend to know what they're doing, I just look in awe and laugh at this stuff because they're so. I don't know when gamers became these self-important lunatics where they think that they know better. And then the advice he's giving like this is stupid. If Game Pass is all you care about, quit the console market. No, that's dumb. Raise the price of Game Pass. No, that's stupid. Have a tier for only a AAA. And by the way, guys, let's be real. Like 95% of games are multi-plat anyway. When it comes to exclusive, you're really only dealing with a handful of games that's going to be on each console per year. That's really, that's it. So what your big decisions are going to be about is just, do you prefer Spider-Man or Starfield? Do you prefer God of War or Hellblade? That's really it, because everything else is playable on every console damn near. GTA 6 is going to be playable on both consoles. Madden's going to be playable on both consoles. Hell, Call of Duty's returning to the Switch is going to be playable on all three consoles. So 95% of games are already available everywhere. You're really only choosing between a handful of games, and then you're losing your mind over rumors. Hey, Tuck. Hey, sorry, Tuck. This is a solo show, man. I'm only going to be here for a little while, but I'm jumping back into Suicide Squad. By the way, the weird media street of Suicide Squad, man, especially IGN, fuck y'all, man, because using Kevin Conroy's death to stoke hate towards that game, really, that's disgusting. It really is, because that's too low. That's too low even from a media that when Insomniac had leaks, pretended to care. Oh, we can't show these leaks. We got to protect them. But with Xbox, quote unquote, leaks and rumors have no problem. And by the way, when I said that months ago when I was happening at the time. They you know, I hate how the gaming media, the gaming space, the gaming world, gaming Twitter, however you want to put it, have such they don't have standards. They just have this weird rotating standard, right? Well, all right. All right, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. This was going to be a solo show, but everybody wants to join in, so I'm about to start sending links. Yeah, Zinc. Kenneth Williams here said, I've been hearing about this third-party rumors for 15 years now. When is it going to happen? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see here. See, Snooki says Satya and Tim Stewart are not gamers, so Phil Spencer is explaining to them in these gaming streets and do's and don'ts. Yeah, pretty much, man. And that's the good thing about having a gamer, at least somebody in tune with the gaming media, right? Because he could give them the ones. But this here. And E-Rock, I'll get you caught in a second. Just give me a minute. Eli, there's most likely some truth to the rumors, but anyone saying a whole slate going to PS are going to look stupid next week. Yeah. Look, guys, did it not trigger your bullshit meter? Do some of y'all have a bullshit meter, that feeling in your gut that tells you something's wrong? Any form of intuition? Because when you hear these guys saying that Halo and Gears are going to PlayStation, did that not immediately say, okay, this is stupid? Did that not immediately? But it somehow did, because I'm looking at the Xbox community, and a lot of them are losing their fucking mind. 20 years, I can't believe this. And who am I rooting for the Super Bowl? The Chiefs, because I need my homie Patrick Mahomes to surpass Brady, so everybody could quit sucking his dick even though he's retired. So I'm 100% on the Chiefs. The media and the ponies. Oh, hey, I see you just joined too. The media and the ponies want Xbox to disappear. They want a Sony monopoly. Trust me when I say that. Yeah, no, of course they do.
No, please not the Chiefs. Please, I'm sorry. Please not the Chiefs. Because if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, that means another year of seeing fucking Taylor Swift on TV. Please no. Please no.
Look, man. Oh. If Detroit could show Eminem every 30 seconds, y'all could survive Taylor Swift for 20 seconds on TV screen. I'm 100% behind the Chiefs this year. Fuck 40. Matter of fact, I know that's He-Bot's team, the 49ers, but screw it.
Here's the thing. If they could show Taylor Swift on TV 20 seconds, that'd be tolerable. Not every 5 minutes on every. We live in Philadelphia, right? And Philadelphia seems to be obsessed with this shit. Philadelphia. Everywhere you go on social media, Taylor Swift. I've never seen a more bland, boring, overrated white chick in my life. And I used to be part of Team Taylor Swift. But if you shove something down my throat enough, I get sick of it. It's like you can't have fucking cake and spaghetti every day. You get sick of this shit. I'm sick of Taylor Swift. I hope the Chiefs lose. Whoever's playing against them, please show up and get them out of here so she can break up with that dude, Travis Kelce, whatever his name is. And she can go on and date somebody else and write some more songs about her breakups and get out of our lives. I'm sorry, Unlimited.
No. You good. Trust me. That was hilarious. I know this ain't a sports thing, but he asked the question. So damn it, I had to throw my 2 cents.
Well, how can you not talk about it? Because the shit's been dominating our lives. And I didn't mean to bust into your podcast, but I saw you talking and we never had a chance to talk about this. Look, man, I didn't know any of this was going on. I woke up this morning. Mm-hmm. And actually, I saw your podcast a couple of days ago. I saw you talking in the chat. I woke up and saw all of this stuff. And see, I go into this shit called cryo sleep. Mm-hmm. And every time I wake up out of my cryogenic sleep, I wake up and the world has seemed to lost their fucking minds over some dumb shit.
Yeah, dumb shit.
Again,
you there?
Hello? Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Listen, I'll make this quick, man. I didn't mean to bogart your podcast. Hello, Dea. Listen,
Hey,
I
I
didn't.
had to join since I saw you rock copying.
Of course, I didn't. I didn't get a chance to talk about this with you guys a couple of nights ago because Unlimited probably sent the link, but I was probably doing something. I
Mhm.
talked with Sega Man about it this morning. Um, this is probably the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and in gaming industry, it gets even more ridiculous. And I can see why Unlimited Production no longer wants to be a part of the gaming community
Same.
because the gaming community has gotten so absolutely ridiculous. So somebody, probably from a Nintendo website or something, posts this rumor that Xbox is going third party.
Mhm.
Starfield is coming. Supposedly Bethesda has this, which it takes years to make this game. They've got this copy of Starfield. They just been fucking like hiding in a closet somewhere, right? Microsoft's going to be. Listen. And I'm glad Dia is here in Unlimited because you both use critical thinking skills. Somewhere Xbox is going to. They've got copies of all of these games. They're just waiting to go on PlayStation. Indiana Jones, all of this stuff. Like they've been doing dual development all this time, and no one's known anything. No one's heard anything until last week. And I
Yeah.
try to ask people, because mostly now I just deal with the entertainment industry and do my film reviews, and I do a lot of entertainment blogging, right? And what we usually try not to do, we try usually in the entertainment industry is to not report on rumors. You don't go on YouTube or write a report saying that Henry Cavill is back as Superman unless you've heard something from Warner Brothers. You don't go saying that Willem Dafoe is in a new movie unless you've heard something from the studio because what happens is you come out looking like an idiot. Only in the video gaming industry does IGN, a major publication, all these YouTubers, they hear a rumor and they automatically go into full yellow journalism mode. And not only that, they go into full yellow journalism mode there, and the entire gaming industry, all of the gamers, the PlayStation fans, they were just waiting for this. But the entire Xbox
Exactly.
community out here has lost their minds. Sega Man said dudes are trading in their Xboxes.
Oh
I
yeah.
heard I heard a guy
Dudes
was
are jumping off of
joining it.
roofs.
Yeah,
One dude stepped in front of a train, and
yeah.
I just sit and I look at this stuff, and everybody's like, "E-Rock, why are you so calm?" Because I've been dealing with rumors for decades in various industries, and I've learned a long time ago, Dad, that if you don't hear something from the board of directors,
Yes.
it's not true. We
Yes.
hear I follow professional wrestling. We hear rumors every day. Every day we hear rumors. Oh my God, this guy from New Japan is coming to WWE. Sometimes there's surprises, but for the most part, unless somebody from WWE comes out and says something, then it's not true. Unless
Yeah.
Exactly.
WWE comes out and says, "Yeah, we had to let our CEO go because he was groping women," then it's true. Unless Microsoft and Satya Nadella come out and say we're going multi-plat, it's not going to happen. And again, Coco Fiend, critical thinking. Xbox spent $78 billion, $7 billion on two publishers, ZeniMax. Um, they're a $700 billion company owned by a $3 trillion company. You've climbed that mountain. You've defeated and slayed all your dragons. And now all of a sudden you're going to go third party. And the reason why people are giving stock to these rumors, guys, and just give me, I'm going somewhere with this. The reason why people are paying stock to these rumors, dear, is because it's wish fulfillment. This is what they want. These
It is.
same these same people, Broken Games HD, Red Dragon, Rich from Review Tech, Dreamcast guy, Kid Smooth, Paul Tassi. These are all the same people who, for 8 years, said Xbox needs to do better. Xbox needs to compete. Xbox needs games. Xbox needs to fight back. Xbox needs a superhero game. Xbox needs some branded video games like Indiana Jones. Xbox needs this. Xbox needs that. And as soon as Xbox gets it, all we hear is, I can't wait for Starfield to fail. Indiana
Yeah,
Jones,
that's true.
I can't play it on PlayStation. You and I both sat and watched a 20-minute video of John Campea, formerly of AMC Movie Talk. He doesn't even talk about video
He
games.
doesn't. Me and you both know who he is too. Yeah.
He's an acknowledged film reviewer
Yes, he
and a
is.
well-documented Disney shill. This
Yes.
dude and his cast spent 30 minutes crying about, but we can't play Indiana Jones on PlayStation.
Yep.
So
Yep.
because they can't play Starfield, Indiana Jones, Avowed on PlayStation, what's the next step? What do we do next? We do what's called wish fulfillment. There's a thing that if you tell yourself enough that you're going to hit the lottery, then maybe you'll hit the lottery. If you tell yourself enough that maybe the guy you want to run for president is going to win for president, maybe he'll win for president. And that's what this is. It's wish fulfillment. These guys at this point, I know we just met, but I've been in this for a while. They
Mhm.
never expected Xbox to do this. They never expected Xbox to exceed at this level. They never expected Xbox to control the industry this fast and this completely, and it's
Right.
driving them crazy. So what do? We need a rumor. And if enough people say this rumor, and if enough outlets like IGN and
That's
Get
what I was
Going
about to
Gaming
say.
and whoever the hell can
Yeah.
write enough of these articles and get some traction,
Yeah.
then it's got to be true. Never mind the fact that Microsoft and Xbox themselves hasn't said anything, nor should Phil have to address anything. I'm boggled at the fact that this executive of a multi-billion-dollar company has to be beholden to a bunch of children, and that's what y'all are at this point. Give me time to get this out unlimited because the Xbox community needs this drubbing. I'm not angry. I'm not tired. I'm not upset. I'm just shocked at the fact that I can't leave gaming for a couple of weeks or a couple of hours and some new craziness is going on. People in the Xbox community are losing their minds. And it's what Hebot has always said. We've never seen a community that's so easily pushed, so easily triggered, and so easily quick to lose their minds over nothing. So maybe Phil Spencer does need to tell y'all something next week to placate y'all, because I, as a grown man, have never seen so many children. I've never seen so many grown 40-year-old men crying about video games, crying about, I know you guys hate me when I say this, but you might as well go ahead and hate me. I've never seen so many grown men crying about toys. Yeah, I'm a 55-year-old guy, and I play with. See, I have the good sense to know that the Xbox is a toy. You don't see me losing my mind over it. God forbid if my house ever caught fire and I lost my Xbox. I'm not going to be crying over the Xbox. I'm going to be crying over having to cough up that $2,000 deductible to the homeowner's insurance. Like, goddamn. But that's part of life. And part of life is knowing that rumors that have no truth to them are just that, rumors. But to see the gaming community lose their mind, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I'm not angry at the Xbox community. How can I be angry, Dia, and Unlimited Production and whoever else is in the room? How can I be angry at a community I'm no longer a part of? That's why I started the Exile podcast 4 years ago, because we were excommunicated from this community. This community didn't want us. The community didn't want Hebot. It didn't want Sega Man. It didn't want Unlimited Production and myself. So we did our own thing over in the corner. And we sat and watched, Dia, for 4 years, this community be a bunch of whiners, a bunch of spineless guts, and a bunch of weaklings. So is there any truth to the rumors? I don't believe any one of them. Now, there's quite possibly something where Hi-Fi Rush had a multi-platform deal before Xbox even got it, just like Deathloop. Deathloop had a deal like that.
We didn't know anything about Hi-Fi. It was a shadow drop, so nobody really knew anything about that game.
Yes,
Yeah.
but to sit, dear, critical thinking skills, to sit and think that Bethesda, with their heavy workload, is going to make a PlayStation copy of Starfield, or that, oh yeah, by the way, Todd Howard, we just had this PS5 copy of Starfield just sitting here, so we're going to release it next week. It's asinine. And even more crazy, oh yeah, we're going to get Halo and Gears of War. In what universe, in what alternate universes is this going to happen? Xbox is not going multi-plat. You don't spend this much building this much money, this much effort, this much research and development, this much building of internal teams to go multi-plat at this stage, when Xbox and PC, that ecosystem, that Windows ecosystem, that is your main focus. I understand Phil has always talked. He wants gaming to be on all platforms, but you need to understand this. Phil Spencer may be in charge of Xbox, but Satya Nadella pulls the strings. And the Xbox board of directors and the board of directors of Microsoft will ultimately decide what's best for Xbox. And right now, what's best for Xbox is not going multi-plat. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think there's no relevance or truth to these rumors. And the reason why I'm so calm is because I can assuredly, with 100% confidence, say that Xbox is not becoming a third-party publisher. Because if that was to happen, you would basically kill the next Xbox. You would kill it.
You would kill it. Nobody would buy it. Exactly.
And why would any sane company do that? But dear, this is what they want. This is the narrative that they want over there. The Paul Tassies of this world and all these Xbox haters. This is the narrative they want because they want Xbox going so bad. Because Xbox has been kicking ass. I don't care what your sales say. I don't care. Listen, here's how you know Xbox is the number one brand in the world. Dear, what's always in the news cycle? What does everybody always talk about? Xbox.
All the time.
Nobody. Why is nobody talking about The Last Ronin? Why is nobody talking about The Last of Us remaster? Why is nobody talking about PlayStation right now? Why is John Campea, a film reviewer, a movie reviewer? I should have called him. I'm a film reviewer. Yeah. He's a movie reviewer. Why is John Campea talking about Indiana Jones?
That's a good question.
Xbox has done something that I never thought they would do. They've got the entire gaming world shook, and this is their answer. Their answer, Tuck, is to tell you that Xbox is going away and going third party because unlimited production, Tuck, it diminishes you. It ruins your fun. They want to pour cold water on your fun, right? Unlimited production of Dia and Sega Man and Tucker having too much fun with their Xbox, and they want you to be miserable like they are over at PlayStation. They want you to be miserable like T Reaper is. Sorry, now over at PlayStation. Hope you like it over there with your new friends. I'll always love you, but don't forget the community that embraced you and propped you up all these years.
Yeah.
They want you to be miserable over there with them. Paying $70 for fucking foreclosure and paying $70 for remasters and the latest walking simulator coming out by Kojima. They want you to be miserable over there with them. And E-Rock, how do you know the PlayStation fans are miserable? They're always on Twitter. They're always talking about Xbox. A happy man don't talk about his ex-wife. The losers never talk. The winners never talk about the losers. The losers always talk about the winners. And the winners don't pay stock in rumors. Thank you.
That was a heck of a speech.
Yeah, man. That was excellent there, E-Rock. And well put, very well put. Now, I didn't want to really say this publicly, but since he name dropped them, I think the T Reaper thing, I think him and Sega Man had a bit of falling out. But I talked with T Reaper. I think there's just a misunderstanding going on. Hopefully them two squash it. But from my understanding, I think that is just a misunderstanding. I don't from what I talking to him, I don't think he jumped ship to the extreme that may have done, but that's for another time.
Well, yeah, because not to harp on that, but the way Sega Man was making it sound, he was very impassioned this morning when talking.
I think
he made it sound like T Reaper. Well, he was hurt because Sega Man was the guy always reaching out to T Reaper. He made it sound like T Reaper did.
T Reaper a lot.
Yeah, he made it sound like. Well, of course you like a dude a lot. If a dude has a seizure in your podcast, you cover for him.
Yeah.
And so you're going to burn the Xbox community on your way out. I'm not saying that's what happened, but it sounded like Sega Man made it sound like T Reaper pulled an Iron Wolf and a crap gamer. And once you leave, you can't come back. You can't come back. We can't let you back in this community. And somebody, I'm not saying that we got to be the gatekeepers of the Xbox community. That's ridiculous. But somebody got to hold this community to some kind of standards because y'all so-called leaders aren't. Crab Gamer, Randall L4, who else? Next Gen 720. These dudes ain't holding the community to no kind of standards because every time guys, I'm very like you guys. You guys work. You got families. I got a family. I'm busy. It's getting crazy that every time I have to come on this internet, it's because some foolishness has happened in the gaming community. It's never about anything good. Like, A-Rock, did you see that debut of Unreal Engine 9? Or A-Rock, did you hear that Indiana Jones is dropping next week? It's never anything good. It's always these dudes who want Xbox to go and their constant wish fulfillment. I never seen more wishes than these niggas got more wishes than Aladdin. I ain't never seen so much bullshit. It's like, God damn.
They need to join the Make-A-Wish Foundation at this point, because that's the only way it'll be granted. That's the only way it'll be granted, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And listen, man. I listen. No, I'm 54 years old, man. I've gotten good at reading people. I heard it in Sega Man's voice. He's tired of this shit. I heard it in Unlimited Productions' voice in the last podcast.
Oh,
he's tired.
I've been saying it since January. I'm tired of this bullshit.
Yeah, you have, man. I can read people. And like what everybody's, well, E-Rock, why are you so calm? Because none of this affects me. None of it affects me. I got real shit going on in my real life. None of this affects me. I'm happy with Xbox. Y'all want me to be miserable with y'all over there in PlayStation. It's not going to happen. Y'all want Xbox to go away. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Xbox is doubling down on hardware. They're doubling down on games. Listen, Tuck, you don't buy Activision Blizzard unless you're doubling down. You don't. You don't buy Bethesda. You don't buy Bethesda and Doom and all their IPs unless you're doubling down. You don't make those moves to become suddenly wake up tomorrow, Unlimited Production and Dia, and become fucking Embracer.
Right, so that's basically what they be.
If any of y'all can help me out with this logic, I'll be grateful. Thank you.
Look, none of it made sense. Absolutely none of it. And by the way, this is the guy that posted selling his Xbox.
Yeah, he sold his whole library.
Yeah. Just over a rumor. Just hilarious, comical at this point.
This is you know what? This is as bad as in Philadelphia. This is almost as bad as in Philadelphia last summer. The water had it was a chemical leak in the water, right? And the mayor had told us that 95% of y'all won't be affected. But what did everybody do? They ran out and bought water like a nuclear bomb had dropped. And it was the craziest shit.
You know what? He only got half of what he bought when he bought the Xbox all by itself.
He's an idiot. This guy is indicative of the brain cells and the critical thinking of everybody in the gaming industry. You let a rumor make you sell all your shit to, of all people, GameStop. Nigga, you might as well sold your shit to me and I'd have gave you more money. GameStop? You listen. When he went to GameStop, he might as well have walked in with his games and Xbox, excuse my language there, pulled down his pants and bent over. Because that's what they did. Look.
Pretty much. That's what they did.
They gave him $400 for Xbox Series X and all his games. He should have just went in there, bent over, and said, "Yo, man, just at least lube up first for y'all do this." Like, God damn. What a fucking moron. What an idiot listen, to all you Xbox gamers out there, every last one of you are a bunch of fucking idiots. I don't like any of you. I hate all of you. I hope only bad shit happen to y'all. I hope y'all get enlarged prostates. I hope y'all get raised property taxes this year. I hope everything bad happened to y'all. Y'all know why? Because you're fucking morons. And I'm actually embarrassed. That for 7 years the E-Rockets channel existed. The only good thing that came out of that was the Exile podcast, meeting Sega Man, meeting Unlimited, meeting Tuck, meeting Dia, meeting Hebot. For 7 years, I made these stupid, embarrassing videos arguing with these PlayStation fans over an inevitability. If you'd have told me in 2015 that Xbox was going to eventually win all of this, I wouldn't have made all those goddamn videos arguing with all of them idiots. It's so real. Fucking all these fucking idiots out here who just hate Xbox, Dia, and hate the fact that you don't want to be miserable over there on Jap Station. It's the craziest thing. I don't want to play it. Yeah, I said it. I don't want to play your fucking Nintendo. Every time I turn around, I got a dude texting me. Why don't you get a Nintendo, man? It's the fun console. Because I'm not fucking 12. I'm not fucking 11. Well, we should get a PlayStation. So no, I don't want a PlayStation. They lost my identity and their games suck. I played God of War. I don't want to play The Last of Us. I don't want to play a walking simulator where I gotta watch this lesbian girl all day. I don't want to play Spider-Man and swing around and watch deaf girls do graffiti. I don't want to play games like Horizon Zero Entertainment where Alloy has to tell you everything she's about to fucking do. Maybe if I climb up there, I can ring that bell. Yeah, I'd rather play shit like I just got back into Cyberpunk after about a year. Cyberpunk is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
and guess what? Cyberpunk allows you to think for yourself. It doesn't explain itself. Assassin's Creed. Yes, Assassin's Creed allows you to think. How? God damn it. Think of the worst game you could think of, and it's better than 90% of those PlayStation games. But they had to tell themselves that the PlayStation games was bangers because they hated what y'all had going on over here at Xbox. They always wanted Starfield. They always wanted your games. They always wanted your games to you. And now it's just out there. At least John Campea and that little rant he had on his video, like Unlimited said, at least he was truthful. At least he was truthful and he said what he said. I want to play Indiana Jones on PlayStation. I want your games. At least he fucking said it, right? But like, this is getting ridiculous. This to see this guy do this over a rumor, to see the Xbox community going, I've never seen anything like this. And the older I get, maybe I'm getting out of touch. Maybe gaming.
No. You're the sensible one.
Out of touch.
Yeah, you're the sensible one. It's the gamers who are out of touch.
Yeah, I just, it's like here in Philadelphia, everybody was upset when the Eagles got knocked out of the wild card, and I'm like, y'all deserve to get knocked out of the wild card. Yeah, and so your Eagles lost, and you move on. This gaming community, the fact that the Xbox community has, look at this, young Kiru, and it's done. Bye Series X. Like really, like, dude, you should be ashamed of yourself. Your family should be ashamed of yourself. Your unborn children should be ashamed of you. The guys at GameStop probably laughed at you when you left out of the building because they're going to resell that Xbox for like $500.
Oh yeah.
So
wait till the games start really hitting and dropping.
So if my math is correct, this dumbass lost $180 or more over a rumor. Guys, do you see how ridiculous this gaming community is? Do you see how ridiculous you 54, 48, and 38-year-old adults are about these fucking toys? Do you see how ridiculous you are? And I know y'all hate me for keep calling it a toy, but guess what? Excuse my French, dear. Crying and whining over video games and exclusivity don't get you laid, okay? I know that the deal was a young woman is single. She wouldn't lay any of y'all. Because you're fucking embarrassing.
Oh my God.
You are fucking embarrassing. Every last one of you are fucking, even some of you in the comment section, you're fucking embarrassing. And I'm glad they took down my YouTube channel. Yeah, I thought it was a curse them taking down my YouTube channel. Unlimited Production. I didn't know they was doing me a favor because I don't have to be involved in this nonsense anymore. I found out about it from Sega Man. E-Rock, you hear what they're saying about Xbox? What are they saying now? Xbox has been sold to the Japs. What are they saying now? Embracer took over Xbox. What are they saying now? Phil Spencer fondled Sarah Bond in the locker room. It's like AI, artificial intelligence, is someone making up these rumors. Xbox is going to third party, and Starfield is the first to go. So you mean to tell me that Todd Howard never gave a hint that it was this magical hidden copy of Starfield for PlayStation out there somewhere? Like, guys, critical thinking, man. Critical thinking. It'll save you from things like drunk driving, family court, unwanted murder. Critical thinking. Use that shit sometimes. Please. I'm sorry about the rant, guys, but this community, there's no hope for them. No matter what Xbox does, they're always going to be under scrutiny. And when Phil Spencer does his talk, why I don't know, does his talk next week, they're gonna find some way. They're gonna find some way to start a new rumor.
Hey, E-Rock, I don't mind him talking right now. I don't mind him talking now. Clear this crap up right now, and that's it. Clear it up because if you don't clear it up, it's gonna keep on going on.
Well,
Let me.
to be fair, like E-Rock said, they're going to make something else up next week.
I mean, they're gonna make some.
Don't worry.
Because it's how people are now.
Yeah.
Let me.
It's my turn. I'll explain. I'll go.
But Tuck, I understand what you're saying, but I don't get why Phil Spencer, the CEO of a multinational, multi-billion corporation, should be beholden to a bunch of fucking children. I don't get it. I don't get it. And look at I know you don't follow WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, but that's entertainment too. Look at the latest scandal going on with their former president, Vince McMahon. The company that owns them now, TKO, was asked the question, do you guys know anything about Vince McMahon and his millions of rapes and his sex trafficking? We don't know anything. He's gone. Next question, please. That's how you handle shit. That's how you handle shit, Phil. Xbox is not going third party.
Hey, E-Rock, it's the same as AEW. The same thing. Ratings are falling. And their ratings are not falling, and they're doing just as good as ever.
Yeah, so, do like Tony Khan does over AEW. No comment.
That's right. He don't say nothing.
Yeah, the entitlement from the gamers have been ridiculous as well. Oh, by the way, Shane G said Xbox desperately needs to stop engaging with the community. Oh, 100%. That'd been one of the first things I did when I eventually was like, all right, let's cut the social media team. If we put something out, it's gonna be an ad or some bullshit. Because it's clear that's pointless. Hell, I saw some of these losers attack the Xbox social media team. When I say attack, I mean some place they should say, "I hope you don't wake up" and shit like that. You know, so that's why I say there's no community, because communities come together. These guys go into shambles immediately. And then they expect a $3 trillion company to babysit their feelings. I mean, I kid you not. That Tim Dog dude who's throwing a hissy fit, he said something around the lines that he was mad because they didn't give him a heads up. And I'm thinking, who the fuck is he? Does he work at Microsoft? Who the fuck is he to expect them to give him a heads up on business change?
Tim Dog, is that you said Tim Dog, right?
Yeah.
Tim Dog, if you're out there listening, somebody please pass these podcasts on in a link somewhere, because we're the only guys that are preaching critical thinking. Tim Dog, I got a question, man. I've heard your name for a long time. Dude, who the fuck are you? You nigga, you collect carts at Walmart. Who are you, nigga? Who are you that these $1 million corporations should give you a heads up? That's like me saying that WWE should have gave me a heads up that Vince McMahon was trafficking women. So I could have got a reaction. But no, I'm just saying, like, who? Tim Dog, who are you? Who are you that this executive needs to call you and say, yeah, Tim Dog, I just want you to know, we're going third party next week. Keep it under your hat. Yeah, right. Like you were going to Tim Dog, you Crap Gamer, all you guys. You guys are nobody. You guys are dog walkers and dishwashers at fucking Texas Roadhouse. You don't deserve to know anything. You don't deserve to have any information. You don't deserve any thumbs up. No more than I do. You are the most triggered. You guys are triggered more than a fucking taco stand owner over in the Gaza Strip. I've never seen people just so triggered by any least little rumor when there's real shit going on in the world. 2 wars, hunger in your city, starvation, all kinds of shit going on, a presidential election. And this is what you dedicate all your energy to, is a rumor. This is the most ridiculous gaming community ever. And I know you guys in the comment section, oh, well, man, when did E-Rock get such a high and mighty attitude? I remember your videos always trolling PlayStation. Yeah, and I'm embarrassed by all of it. I'm not embarrassed by the E-Rock X character. You might even see the Don King of Xbox again sometime. But guess what? I don't have any energy to devote to morons and to stupidity in my life, in my family, at work, anywhere. This is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. It's almost hilarious that we're 3-4 grown people here wasting energy on this shit. But like
oh shit.
Unlimited Production's not going to suffer. I'm not going to suffer. Dia's not going to suffer. You know who's going to suffer? Tuck is going to suffer at work tonight. So if y'all could please stop with the rumors, because
E-Rock,
yeah.
Let me tell you right now. Saturday, I was at work, minding my own
I know.
business.
They harassed you, didn't they?
All of a sudden, my damn email blew up. I mean, dude, it blew up. And you know what? I didn't even respond. I didn't even respond to them stupid people.
That's a damn shame.
I didn't respond to them because I'm like, why I'm gonna give you ammunition, just take it away from you, don't say nothing.
That's a shame.
I don't have to worry about you. And that's all it is to it. But
y'all see, Tuck can't even go to work without this bullshit happening.
I just don't pay it no mind. I go to work, I just don't pay it no mind no more. And now with this Team Reaper thing, that's a whole different can of worms. I know y'all seen them 2 videos that he made on us.
I heard.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
No, he made 2 videos after everything was said and done about us, because me, you, and Dale was on there with Sega Man, and I mean, you know, and y'all should. To me, if y'all knew if Sega Man knew he was that way, shouldn't even invite him. But you did. But the thing about it is, he don't respect us. Straight up, I'm done with him, because after what he did when he had that real serious seizure, he called the cops. He had to pull strings to get the cops to go to his house to see how he was.
Yeah, so because the cops will think you swatting somebody now and they won't respond.
No, I'm done with him. I'm done with him, E-Rock, because all of us has been there for that kid. Every single one of us has been for that man, and he don't give us no respect. So fuck you, Team Reaper. Fuck you.
Hey Shane, I'm sorry.
Guys, no, we're gonna cut that conversation. Cut that bullshit, man. Yeah, we'll cut that bullshit.
Can I apologize to Shane? Yeah, Shane, I didn't mean that for you, Shane. If you already got an enlarged prostate, please seek medical attention, man. My bad, bro.
Hey, but Unlimited, that's the way I feel about him. But let's get back to the real issue.
Yeah, man, we talking gaming. We'll discuss that. I'll do my research further, because he was talking to me buddy. So if he's saying some shit behind my back, then you know, I'm gonna say something once I see it with my own 2 eyes. But that sounds like some bullshit there. But that ain't about fucking gaming. That's nonsense. And I'm not 15. I'm not 15. I didn't perform. I didn't perform in this type of he say CJ shit when I was in high school. I ain't gonna do it as a 33-year-old man. So fuck that nonsense, man.
Right. But I tell you right now.
So we're gonna move on from that. We're gonna move on from that suck and let it be what it be. Because
this community is so sad.
Yeah.
It sucks so sad that I don't even want to be a part of it. Because it's like, it don't make no damn sense. You cannot even wait for the man to turn around and respond, and then you're going to go there and sell your crap? Okay, go ahead and sell it. If you want to go ahead and sell it, that's your business. But like I said, in my video earlier this morning, do I think that some games might be going to PlayStation? Yes, I do. Do I think all of them are going? No, I do not. And like you said, E-Rock, they did. I mean, and these people said, "Well, Xbox going bankrupt." I said, "How the hell can they go bankrupt? They made over $60 billion. I think $60 billion on Call of Duty this year. Last year.
Tuck? This is just simple math now. Even I could do this. How can a $700 billion company go bankrupt? How can a $700 billion company that's owned by a $3 trillion company go bankrupt? I'm waiting for one of these pundits to do this math, because apparently, my bad, King Thrash would be doing the math. He's like R. Kelly. I can't do the math, so tell the truth.
And it's like you said, how the heck can a $1 trillion company go bankrupt, and they just got the #1 spot over all the industries?
Mm-hmm.
They just got #1. So explain that to me.
Because Tuck, when you
#1 and all of a sudden their gaming division is going bankrupt.
Because Tuck, you can't use critical thinking when your whole day is ran off of emotion. You know when your life is ran off of emotion. Like these guys act like a bunch of no offense to anybody, but these guys act like a bunch of emotional black women outside of the damn family court. Like you can't run your life off of emotion. But that's what the Xbox community and these PlayStation gamers does. Oh, Xbox is going third party. See, we told y'all. And so
the Xbox community, man, they're like Scooby and Shaggy, always scared of shit. Man. I
like that. That's a
man.
I mean, just always scared. They're gonna go third party. Oh no, Xbox, how can you do this to me? Phil didn't let me in. How can you betray me like this? How does it
20 years down the drain?
Yeah, what is this? Your ex-wife? How did he betray you in video games? But you know that stuff, man. It makes my job easy to come out here and talk about it. But man, I'm telling you guys, man, if this ends up being the last year they live the truth, it's because of this stupid shit. Because this is like Eros said. You know, I told somebody, somebody hit me up, and at first he seemed cool about it, right? So I'm just talking like, nah, man, this is nothing embarrassing. You know, the business is gonna do what they got to do. If I end up being wrong, so be it. And he said, wouldn't you feel like an idiot? And I said, no. What makes me feel like an idiot is even being associated with this stupid shit, right? Because video game discourse is just not fun anymore. It's nonsense now, you know. And as great as 2024 is already off to a great year with Suicide Squad, and not only do the media hate that game, IGN uses Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman's death, as a way to get you to hate the game. Using that type of what was that, Daya?
They hate Power World too. Remember?
Yeah, they hate Power World, and that's the biggest third-party launch on Game Pass history now, at like 19 million players or something insane like that, right? So and then since Xbox is running this show, they can't be happy, and as a result, and my thing is this: I don't have the power to change nothing in this gaming world, and so I'm not delusional to think that, oh man, if I come out here and make a podcast, like I ain't Tim Dog, I don't think I'm changing shit. You know, I don't. And by the way, to the guy that called me an idiot in one of my other fucking videos, fuck you. But I never put an insider. You see, he accused me of being like, well, he knows more than you do. I'm like, I do. I have never once came up here and said I have insiders. I have sources.
Wait. Who knows more than you do?
But the only thing that I know is what I read and the stuff that I end up looking up and researching. But I don't have insider. I never once claimed. So when I tell people to chill because it's rumors, it's because I don't know, it's because it's fucking rumors, and then you guys look like idiots when the same people who got your money, when you clicked on their YouTube channels and their websites and all this stuff and got that, and they got the ad revenue from your click, you like an idiot now because every single one of them now backing off and saying, well, it's actually not as bad. Don't believe everything. This is the exact same people, Nick the Hate, Jez Corden, Cole Eastwood. These people literally told you a week ago the doom and gloom scenario. Y'all believed it without a second thought, and the exact same people are walking back the shit that they said to piss you off. Why? Because the YouTube checks came in. Because they had a huge surge in their fucking podcast views and all this shit, and their YouTube views from y'all idiots being in their comments saying, fuck Microsoft, fuck Xbox. A bunch of 40-year-old children, if you will. And to me, that's the embarrassing. That's the stuff that makes you see. I'm never going to quit gaming, but I'll quit this community in a heartbeat. Because I love gaming. I want to talk to people who love it and excited. And I want to post gameplay of Suicide Squad, and instead of the comments being, how can you play this trash? It's, man, that game looked good. Can you tell me more about it? You know? But that's not what this gaming world is. This gaming world is like high school wasn't this fucking drama filled, man. And that was a bunch of over emotional teenagers.
Tim Dog and all of these guys, aren't these the guys, Tim Dog, Dreamcast guy, aren't these the guys who told you with a straight face, vehemently, with the power of belief back in their videos, that the Activision Blizzard deal wasn't going to go through?
No. Tim Dog was the real rare case. No, Tim Dog is, he was an Xbox guy until last week, basically. And like all of them, as soon as he switched sides, all of a sudden he loves PlayStation, right? He's kissing their ass. Ooh, Helldivers 2, that looks great. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the
fuck is Helldivers? I heard that this morning.
It's a PlayStation game that nobody's going to play.
I don't, I saw. Yeah,
nobody's going to play it, Dan. Don't worry. That shit going to flop. All right.
So that's what you're putting. That's what these guys are putting up against Hellblade and Indiana Jones on about.
Yep. Yeah, they don't got no games this year.
They ain't got nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, but these are the so-called leaders who people argue with me head to toe that I should be listening to, and and look, guys, I ain't here to change your mind. I'm just here to talk gaming. That's all. That's all.
So somebody had put in Sega Man's comment section this morning, why do you guys get so mad at people who post negative Xbox news or criticize Xbox? We're not
lying.
Thank you.
See, my thing has never been like, guys. If you pay attention long enough, you know that I've let people in the comic section, like my boy Mike Johnson, he a PlayStation dude, pops up once in a while. I let them fly all the time because I don't give a shit if you like Nintendo or PlayStation. Where I draw the line at is when you're in here fucking line, and that's all. And then you guys are constantly lied to, and I don't know how a lot of y'all have not developed the discernment to say, maybe just maybe. The guy who happens to be a Nintendo fan and wants Hi-Fi Rush on his console, who's now saying fucking Halo's going to PlayStation, maybe just maybe there's a good chance he's full of shit. But
maybe he's not the most reliable goddamn source. This Dreamcast guy, he's got pus leaking out of his fucking acne. Maybe this nigga ain't the most reliable source.
Yeah, man. He missed his calling to be a spokesman for eczema. But
maybe this pussy, sweaty, goofy. He breathes all hard during his videos. I just found out good Xbox is going third party. It's the end of Xbox. Yeah. Like, motherfucker, you need to, instead of worrying about Xbox, you need to worry about your fucking face, nigga. Because damn, like maybe these guys aren't the most reliable source because as Unlimited Production that I have said for 3 years, these guys are always wrong. How can you believe anybody who's always wrong? How can you believe Jez Corden? How can you believe these guys? And as far as Tim Dog, man, he's been around since the days of the original fucking podcast with
he used to do podcast with Hebot.
Well, yeah, Hebot called all of these dudes out and said none of these dudes can be trusted. They'll blow wherever the wind blows. The main thing is, man, to end all of this shit, so Unlimited can move on. Xbox is doing better than anybody even expected. Look at Power World. What the fuck is Power World? And it came out, it's the biggest thing on Game Pass. Mm-hmm. They hate that. They hate that Dia is enjoying Power World. They hate your excitement for Indiana Jones. So what does John Campea, a grown fucking man, who he can't show for Disney no more, because Disney ain't got no good product.
They're falling apart at the seams.
It must be killing him and that damn Grace Randolph that they can't shield for Disney no more. So what are they doing now? Well, why is Indiana Jones only on Xbox? Because that's how the game is played. You guys have perpetuated this console war for 8 years. Xbox is winning it by every metric that matters, and y'all can't stand it. So they needed to put a rumor out there. They needed to gain traction. Why? So they could win their stupid little console war. That's it. They don't care about Indiana Jones. They don't care about Starfield. They don't care about Avowed. They don't care about Hi-Fi Rush. All they care about is sticking it to an Xbox. All they care about is that they can come to the water cooler Monday morning and stick it to tuck. That's it. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about Sarah. They don't care about Sarah Bond. They don't care about gaming. If you cared about gaming, you guys would have been the most vocal when Embracer had bought Square Enix and destroyed Tomb Raider. Y'all would have said something. Y'all said nothing. Y'all would have been vocal when Embracer was buying up all of these publishers and all of these studios, and now they're getting rid of half of them because what do most corporations do when they expand? They see they spent too much money, revenue ain't coming in, and now we gotta sell. I didn't hear any of y'all chirping about the rise of Embracer Group. But Xbox gets a little leeway, gets some games that y'all cried about for 8 years. They've always had games. That was a false narrative. Xbox has always had games. Y'all just choose to ignore them. Y'all chose to fucking ignore them. And John Campea, it was you who was the second-class citizen because you're still begging for our games. And now here we are, whatever today's date is, and 4 grown people in their 30s and 40s and 50s have to address this nonsense because we have a community that's going mad. But like Unlimited Production said, there is no Xbox community anymore. It's a bunch of whiny, entitled children who need to be tucked in every night by Phil Spencer. They need to be told everything is all right, despite the fact that he just showed you one of the greatest lineups Xbox will ever have. for 2024, and y'all still need to be tucked in, have your bottle given to y'all nice and warm, and possibly have a wet wipe put in your bum. This is an embarrassing community, and quite frankly, I'm embarrassed to have been a part of it for 7 years. I'm sorry. I know that sounds like a goddamn betrayal, but it's true. Like, this community has never been this bad. It's always been terrible. It's always been full of idiots. But I've never seen it to this point. We have never given stock to rumors. We have never. Listen, guys, you're talking to a guy who heard since 2013, oh, Xbox is going to go out of business in 2015. Nope. Xbox is going to go out of business in 2019. Nope. Xbox is going to go out of business in 2020. Oh, well, Xbox just bought Activision. Their financials are depleted. Like,
one of my favorite was that dude. His name was D. Huge, who was a quote unquote insider. Microsoft has cut fundings, and then a month later, that's when they first got those 5 studios, Undead Labs, and all them, Ninja Theory. Hilarious. And by the way, since these guys know so much, why didn't they tell us about the damn Bethesda and Activision deals? Huh? Well, come on, man. How come they didn't predict Hi-Fi Rush? Why didn't they predict? Hey, all right. What's Indiana Jones' release date? Since y'all know so much,
they didn't even know that game was coming.
Since y'all know, cause again, someone in the comments left a long ass comment that I couldn't even read the whole shit. It was so long. On the last one we did, he said that these guys whose rumors are always correct, and I couldn't even, I replied to him once thinking I could have a civil conversation, but when he said that, okay, I know what I'm getting into. I ain't respond to this because these rumors are never right, never. And guys, I do not give credit to people who lie to y'all and then end up being right 1 out of 100 times because you know what that is? That's just people who said Sony's going to have a showcase any day now. And said that for a year, and then a year later, oh wow, you were right one time in the 365 days. You said Sony was going to have a showcase.
Hey man, you were right. You were right back in October 2005 when you said Sony was having a showcase any day now. Like, fucking moron.
Colin Moriarty, they're going to have a secret second showcase. He said that shit back in like August, and they didn't have a show till this month. Or last month, whatever the fuck that garbage ass show was, right?
That doesn't make you an insider. That makes you lucky.
Yeah, it's not even lucky because you luck would at least if he said it a week later happened. Like, you know who I trust? Hebot, because Hebot, when we had me and Hebot debated this when he's talking about the perception. I'm like, Hebot, that's the dumbest fucking thing I ever heard. Then what happened? A week later, I think that's when Sony bought Bungie to change the perception of things. I'm like, Hebot, I'll never doubt you again.
Yes, perception is huge.
Yeah. That's that's someone who I trust. What I don't trust, or don't tell me, hey man, so who's right now, who's going to win the NBA championship? Oh man, I hear it's going to be the Lakers. Then they lose this year. The Lakers going to win the championship. Then they lose, and then in 2040 they win. You see, I told you the Lakers going to win. That's the equivalent of what we're dealing with. You're not predicting nothing. And by the way, a prediction, and again, how about you say something correct for a month, and then even if it's no, you need to be consistently correct for me to believe you. Don't tell me, well, this insider was right. What was he right about? Nothing, right? Or some easy, simple shit. Well, he's the insider that said Avowed was coming in 2024. Yeah, they said that at the last showcase. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just ridiculous at what we've come to.
It's embarrassing.
After next week, when they clear the air, I'm letting you guys know now there's going to be a bit of a shift in how I'm going to do this show because I can't do the negativity shit all the time. And the beginning of 2024 has been off to a great start already. I mean, I'm loving Suicide Squad so much, and unfortunately, that game's going to fail because the gaming world has convinced people to hate it without playing it.
That's true.
But we need to get back to the good again. There's just so much great stuff coming this year, so much to look forward to, so much to talk about. That now that this nonsense is going to be put to rest next week, we're moving on. I'm not going to do what we did with the Activision deal and talk about it for 2 years before it finally closed. We're not doing that no more. Next week, we're going to put everything to rest. And we're going to move on to more positive stuff, and that's going to be the new format.
That's good.
When breaking news happens, that's going to, that's going to.
Yeah, you have to talk about something.
Yeah, but we're never doing this rumors bullshit that I'm here doing again. Because listen, guys, you in the chat have been fantastic. I love y'all comments. Y'all are some smart people. Y'all are funny. Y'all know your shit. Y'all add so much value. So when I say this, it's obviously not talking to y'all. But if you don't see that this gaming community is bullshit, I can't help you. Like people like Shane G gets it. I mean, Shane G
he
hit me up.
does.
Yeah, Shane G, and Shane G started picking against your Niners, man. I forgot you're a Niners fan, but Shane G, he gets it, man. He doesn't lose his mind.
And
he posts gameplay. Shiz no leak. I respect because he likes games I don't like. He reminds me a lot like me, where I play games people hate all the time, and I still love it. He likes games I don't like, and he loves it. He embraces it, and he'll post his gameplay. Love it. That's what I want. But this nonsense here, this idiot selling his Xbox over rumors and stuff, like this stuff, this is the embarrassment. This is the stuff that holds this is the stuff that keeps people, like the way Hebot grew up, man, where games were seen as nerds and losers. It's shit like this. This is the stuff that gets you clowned, right? It's this goofy nonsense. Like, dude, can you imagine posting a receipt and having 500,000, almost 400,000 people seeing your tweet, and you're proud of it? You look like a loser to 99% of them. Most people saw this scrolling through Twitter, like, who's this goofball?
That's their goal, isn't it? Their goal is, and Hebot's always known this. Their goal is to get you. We have dissected who these PlayStation fans and who these PlayStation dudes and these PlayStation journalists are. We know who they are. We know who Colin Moriarty is. We know who Geoff Keighley is. This is their goal. Their goal is to something happened to them, Dia, from 2005 to 2013 when Xbox 360 kicked PS3's ass. Something happened to them. The PlayStation fans were never like this. They were always lunatics, but like it went to a different level as soon as the Xbox 360 was announced, and as soon as they said, well, the PlayStation 3 is coming, it's got the cell processor is going to destroy the Xbox 360. And when that didn't happen, and when the Xbox 360 mopped the floor with the PlayStation 3, go to the books. I don't want to hear about what happened the last year of the consoles live. Go to the books and see what happened. Okay. When the PlayStation audience was demoralized. So when the Xbox One was mired in controversy and the media did everything they could to blacklist it and talk shit about it, they kind of got vindication. And they never wanted Xbox to come back. Not in this way. They can't accept that the Japanese are no longer the end all be all of gaming. They're not. The Western developers are. The Western developers have left the Japanese in the dust. I don't care about your Elden Ring. I don't care about your the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. You fucking watch when Grand Theft Auto 6 drops, what the biggest game in the world's gonna be. You sit and you watch and you wait. Now, this ain't a prediction that Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna destroy all the Japanese games. It already has. Grand Theft Auto 5 did that. Grand Theft Auto 4 did that. This is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. Okay, Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna destroy everything that's out there, right? The Japanese are no longer the end-all be-all of gaming. Nintendo isn't the end-all be-all of gaming. And PlayStation isn't the end-all be-all of gaming. And they hate that. They hate that you guys are having fun over here at Xbox. They hate that you guys know who you are. You're confident in your purchases. And you're intelligent about gaming. They hate that. They want you to be like this guy and sell your PlayStation. They want a reaction out of you, Dia. They want you to react. They want you to be Tim Dog. They want you to be Crap Gamer. They want you to be T Reaper. They want you guys to react. And because you and Sega Man aren't reacting, it drives them nuts. So they got to go back to the yellow journalism. They got to go to the rumors. They got to keep these rumors going. And when the rumors end up being false, they'll think of something else. I'm telling you, if somebody somewhere with AI making these rumors and typing up this negative news, it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop until PlayStation is gone. And I'm going to tell you one last time. PlayStation, the brand, is a lot closer to being gone than Xbox ever will be. Go to the financials. What company has more money? What company is leveraged better? That's why y'all didn't want the Activision Blizzard deal to go through. Hell, y'all disgraced former boss Jim Ryan told you himself, I don't care about the deal. I just want to ruin it. Because he knew it was the beginning of the end for that fucking company. This is what they needed. This Xbox going third party rumor deal, because it gives them a glimmer of hope. It gives them a glimmer of hope. They can crush you. They can crush Sega Man. They can crush unlimited production. They can crush y'all hopes and y'all dreams so y'all can sell y'all Xboxes like this clown did and be miserable with them over there in PlayStation land. Be miserable playing The Last of Us remastered again for the 9th time. They want you to be miserable over there playing Forspoken. They want you to be miserable over there waiting for The Last Ronin and your walking simulators. They want you to be on Twitter every day. They don't want you guys being happy. I know I keep going on about this shit, but there is a goddamn psychology to this. It's going beyond a console war. We are now into a deep cult-like psychosis that me and Hebot have been breaking down for damn near 20 years. When Hebot speaks, you need to listen because he knows this shit. He knows where all the bodies is buried, right? He knows the psychosis of these dudes. These are dudes that have gone after Hebot's family, his kids. These are dudes that have talked shit about Smooth's kids and his family, yet he still commiserates with them. These are dudes that would have laughed at T. Reaper while he was having his seizure. These are PlayStation fans are some of the worst scum you've ever seen. And it's why I stopped commiserating with them. Okay. I let them push me over the edge and I reacted in a video that I did years ago. And I'm glad my channel is going because I would be embarrassed there if any girlfriend of mine, past, present, or future, saw the E-Rock X channel and saw those videos. How embarrassing was it to be a 53, 54, 48-year-old dude, not gaming, but making fun about PlayStation fans and trolling them? Nigga, how old are you? I'm glad it's done. I'm glad it's over. So when I wake up and I see this shit like the Xbox community losing their mind over a rumor, it's par for the course. This is who y'all are. This is who y'all always going to do. Y'all are easily manipulated puppets, easily triggered by the least little bit of nonsense because this console war means something to y'all. Well, you want PlayStation to go out of business. Don't it mean something to you? No, because that's inevitable. PlayStation is going to go out of business, just like Atari did, just like Sega went out of the console business, just like 3DO did. You guys are you guys are salmon trying to say, nope, I don't want to swim upstream. My body's making it go, but I'm gonna fight this. You guys are people in the Midwest trying to fight the goddamn rapture. The rapture gonna happen whether you want it to or not. If you're religious, I've never seen a group of people who are so dead set against the future. Y'all was dead set against Connect. Y'all was dead set against TV until PlayStation had it. Y'all was dead set about Xbox going digital until now digital became the fucking norm. Y'all was dead set about it. Y'all was probably dead set against Netflix. I've never seen a group of people so beholden to the past. And because you beholden to the past, you want to hold me and Tuck back. No, me and Tuck want to go into the future. Well, as soon as I saw Xbox One, I knew, man, look, that's for me. I'm a tech guy. That's for me. I want to watch TV and play my games. I want all my apps on one set-top box. For anybody who follows the cable TV industry or has followed Netflix over the years, the dream of all of these companies was a set-top box. Why do you think they came out with the Amazon Fire Stick? The dream was one box that does everything, but no, y'all want us to still be putting in cartridges inside of a console. Y'all still want to be putting in CDs inside a console. I want the gaming to be like it was back in the old days. The old days are gone. It's never coming back. The Japanese don't control shit no more. I don't care what Elden Ring says. The best developers are the Western developers, okay? The Japanese aren't never coming back. I don't care what PlayStation tells you. It's not going to happen. You guys have to let go of the past, but y'all can't. So this whole Xbox going third-party rumor is wish fulfillment. It fills into your narrative. I'm not upset about it. I've never seen a bunch of Americans who want to see an American company fail. If you are an American and you want to see the American company fail, you're what I call an expatriate. You should not be part of our country. You should not be allowed to vote. You should go move to Japan immediately. And guess what? The Japanese don't like you over there. They actually have a disdain for you over there. They copy your style. They copy your flow because some of them Japanese is jiggy as shit. They copy your flow, but they don't want you over there, right? But yet y'all worship them. Well, E, why do you hate the Japanese? I don't hate the Japanese. I love some of the shit they do. I love New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hell, I even watch Stardom Wrestling. I love the Japanese. I just don't worship their game consoles. I just don't. Sony is a dirty, nasty, unscrupulous company. They've been that way for 20 years. I'm not going through the history. He-Bot knows all the tapes. And this Xbox going third-party rumor feeds into their narrative there because they want Xbox gone. And in a sense, they want you gone because you're happy over here at Xbox. Dear, they want you miserable. Why can't you be miserable over there with them? Why can't you play Forspoken? What the fuck is wrong with you? Limited production. Why can't you play fucking Horizon Zero Dawn? What's wrong with you? Why you want to be happy?
I tried to play it. I tried to play it, but my doctor said that wasn't good for my blood pressure. And I was like, all right, doc, you got me. I don't want to die. It was like, yeah, you got it.
It was raising your blood pressure, having alloy to you every 5 minutes. Maybe if I go down that well, the villagers are down there.
Yeah.
Guys,
maybe if I knock down that bridge, I could get to the other side. Well, thank you. I would have never figured that out, Alloy. Maybe if I put one step forward, I start using momentum and move. Like, oh my God, Alloy, thank you for teaching me basic science.
Oh my God, it's just the craziest shit, man. This gaming community is just so far gone. I don't think there's no saving them. So
no.
I get it. Yeah, I completely co-sign on Unlimited Production and Sega Man wanting to excommunicate themselves from the community, and even Mr. 100 because this is crazy.
Yeah.
He had a one yesterday about that.
I want to add something to that real quick.
Yes, please take over.
Yeah, I just want to say that I've been thinking about this for a while too, and I just realized that I don't want to be a part of what the Xbox community has become either. It has nothing, in my opinion. I've been wanting to really enjoy the games. I was so excited for this year. I still am, but this stuff here, I don't think this is going to be the last time this happens. Yeah. I'm quite tired of it, to be honest. Yeah. I just want to. I told Unlimited before this year started, I said, let's focus on positive stories for this year. And he said, okay, yeah, let's do that. But already, I thought like it was starting really good, but I never.
Like the Direct was the best show we've done this year. It so
was,
far,
and we talked about it, and I had fun talking about it, and that's what I want to do. Like, if PlayStation fans are happy with what they got, then stay over there. Quit talking about what Xbox have, and just let us enjoy what we have because that's what we were doing. But you get these rumors and people freaking out and all this stuff. And, and in my opinion, I believe it was coordinated. I really believe that the ultimate goal is to see the end of Xbox, is to get people to turn away from Xbox. They can't do anything else. So the only way they can attack it is to convince people to not buy it.
And it worked on this moron because
it did, and some others.
He had a net loss. He paid $1,000 worth of games and consoles and got a net loss for it.
I know it's unbelievable.
Notice what Dia just said, guys. And I didn't think to say this to Sega Man earlier. And I'm gonna let Dia continue. Dia said Xbox had a great show, and then after they had their great show, not even 2 weeks later, look what happens. This was coordinated.
Yeah, that's brilliantly put.
I believe it was. Why do I say that though? I can give you a reason. I never say anything without a reason. The reason is because of the media. The media was too coordinated. And in my opinion, say this came from a source. I don't believe all the media had the same source. I don't believe that all the media knew when to report on this and why all of them jumped on this knowing that it was a rumor. None of them sought out Microsoft. Instead, they reported rumor after rumor. It wasn't just one. Like if it was just one, maybe you can give them a pass. But this thing morphed into, by the last thing I heard, was that now Phil Spencer was going to retire, and that there was a split in the Microsoft division now, and that Satya is overthrowing Phil's judgment and everything.
Our new CEO is Vincent McMahon.
And I'm just like, why would you do that when this man has won awards for what he's done with this company? Okay, awards. He's been appreciated by his peers. For people know and recognize Phil Spencer for what he's done.
Yeah,
it makes no sense. Everything that has ever come out in these rumors have never made sense to me. And I've said this before. If something doesn't make sense, it means that either you don't have all of the information, you're missing some information, or somebody's lying to you. It's one or the
Yeah,
other.
it's almost unanimously the latter, though. It's some of them, they are just so obviously a lie that that when I saw people giving it credence, I'm blown. You know, and I made that's my bad day. I forget for thinking that this community had any sense after over a decade of being lied to. Dea. I thought that some of them would have had at least you know, just enough. That okay, maybe the original third party rumor might seem plausible. Hell, maybe even the Starfield one might seem plausible. But when they start to say Halo and Gears come to PlayStation, and those games didn't click in their brain that it was obviously a lie, and they're getting even more mad at Microsoft. I was like, oh my, I'm glad I left this community. You know,
but they were getting off on a fever pitch. Unlimited. They saw how much it was working, so they just kept adding and piling onto the pile.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, why stop at Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves? Let's toss in Halo now. Let's do Hellblade. I'm sorry.
It's like what I said. It's like what I said in my video earlier. Hey, I say rumors will turn to lies, and the truth will set you free.
Yep.
That's right. Exactly.
And that's a lot of damn lies.
And that's what that turned into, and I believe some know because now they're backtracking.
Yeah.
You know, now you wouldn't backtrack from something if you thought it was 100% true.
Yeah.
Right?
Again, you know why they did that, Dea? So when they're proven wrong next week, they could pull the well. You see, I see that I told you it wasn't that bad, even though they're literally Dea, the same people who first pushed the lie.
My jaw dropped. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tuck. I'm sorry.
No, hold on. Tuck. Let Dea finish, then you go after her.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, yeah, like Jez Corden is, my opinion, one of the worst out of everybody. Because number one, he's supposed to be a journalist. Number two, he was acting as if everybody was just freaking out for no reason, as if he didn't feed the flames.
Yellow
people
journalist
were calling him out on that. And you know what? And I'm going to say this because it may be people that you like, that I like, that might do this. If somebody is still parading Jez Corden on their show, you unsubscribe from them. I'll come out and say that. Do not listen to anybody who is still putting that man on there after what he just did, because this man is a fraud. Talking about he's still part of the Xbox community. No, you're not. Whatever you're part of is some monstrosity that you call Xbox. The community is just is broken up, and what you have on that side is not the real Xbox community. They're doing what this guy on the screen is doing. But in my opinion, look, like I said, I'm with you, Unlimited. I'm not a part of the community. I'm an Xbox fan, and that's where I'm going to stand. I think that I don't want to be associated with these people, but I want to pose it as if it doesn't mean I reject the people in the chat or the people that I know are true. I just look at all of you guys as Xbox fans, but we don't have to like plug into the rest of these people to be true Xbox fans, to people that truly enjoy Xbox. I can't. I've told people many times why I've come from the outside and moved in. I didn't go through everything you guys went through, but I know that some of the things that people hated about what Phil was doing, all that worked on me. It worked on me. It made me a fan. And I'm just like, not everything he does is bad. You know, the way they paint Phil and stuff like that. I like Phil. And I would say this, although I don't believe it, if any of this stuff comes true, I don't believe Phil is doing it at all. I believe it's coming over him. You know, if any of this comes true, the reason why, because he never said anything, and I don't believe Phil would have lied to us in our face. I just don't believe it. And so I that's another thing. I think this has probably destroyed relationships that Xbox had with the community, because let's take Tim Dog and use him as an example. He had ties with people back from the E3 days, right? Although E3 is gone, so, you know, and it's been gone for a while since the COVID thing. So I don't believe he's been talking to anybody. I think this guy's riding off of the good old days. I don't think he's talking to anybody.
No.
He's not guessing half the stuff that's coming out here. What have I said? I said I can't even predict what Xbox does anymore, because they've been surprising me one thing after another. Yeah. I haven't seen Tim Dog come out with anything that's been solid, you know. So I don't believe him. So I think that he's been riding off of that for a long time now. Yeah. And I think that he felt like this was a betrayal to him, because, you know, he should know something that big. And then, you know what? I just want to say this last thing, and then I'll let it go. And I hope Tim Dog sees this. that if he was a so-called friend to, if it was Sarah Bond or Alan Greenberg or Phil Spencer, he never would have turned his back on them. He would know them.
Exactly.
Okay? Like nobody can convince me. If they told me that Unlimited was doing something I know was uncharacteristic, I wouldn't believe them. I wouldn't believe them about E-Rock. If they say, you know, E-Rock is going out here console war, I wouldn't believe them.
No. If you know, if I know it's a lot about E-Rock. If you didn't get pissed off over it, because E-Rock he be ready to shoot motherfucker, man. You don't mess with E-Rock.
You used to.
If I hear E-Rock let it go, I'm like, he ain't, man. You better watch it. You better be looking through your window tonight.
You know what, guys, I'm a lot calmer now, and I'm being serious when I say I really am embarrassed about a lot of the videos I made in the past, like because I used to let the community get to me there. And then it took me a long time, really, once I started talking to him, ironically, Unlimited Production. He was just like, in his own way, without saying it, he was like, look, dude, you're too old for this shit. You're supposed to be an older statesman. Right. So now I've gotten older, I'm calm. Because like you just said, unless it comes from Microsoft or Xbox, it's not real.
Yeah.
It's not real.
But sorry to cut you off there, but Zink sent me this text, and when Dave was talking about Tim Dogger, I try to put it on screen, but these damn technical issues. But so let me just read it, okay. and listen to the entitlement. And I'm so glad Zink sent me to this. So this is from Tim Dog. He said, and by the way, this is literally how it starts. Basically, Xbox went bankrupt. It was too good to be true. I do feel bad for everyone. I do feel bad for everyone at Xbox, but for me, if you truly consider me, this is that you. God damn, his English is trash. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to read this verbatim, and the wording's a little awkward.
Okay.
I do feel bad for everyone at Xbox, but for me, if you truly consider me this and that, you could have answered my email and given me a heads up. And that's what I mean about the entitlement. Who the fuck are you to think anybody at Microsoft should give you a heads up? I mean, that'd be like, can you imagine E-Rock, man? You start a company, your company blows up, man. You like, hey, you're the CEO of this company, and your third cousin from your daddy's side was like, man, why didn't you give me a heads up, man?
Are you a shareholder?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. And I guarantee Tim Dog ain't no fucking shareholder. He's just a dude on Twitter with like 80,000 followers, right? And so the entitlement there just blew me, and that's why he's mad, because someone didn't give him a heads up.
Yeah,
like the self-importance that I've been seeing this week has been that's really been embarrassing to me, because so many people saying, "Oh, I mean, how can the Xbox brand let this go on?" You're on Twitter. Gamers on Twitter represent less than 1% of all gamers. You do realize how insignificant y'all are, right? You do realize that I promise you this. And the 50 million people or however many people owns an Xbox, less. I guarantee less than 1 million are on Twitter talking about this bullshit. I promise you, it's that low, right? Because that's just how it is, man. Zink always said that the most is like 4% of this community, that most that be into this nonsense, right? So for him to have this weird self-importance that they didn't give him a heads up, give you a heads up over what? Who are you? You spending $70 on a game and subscribing to Game Pass is no different than me doing it. It's no different than E-Rock. You know what makes the money is when millions upon millions of us are doing it, not just one person. So there's nobody, and you know, just acting, it being all pissed off. That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about.
What's more shocking is Tim Dog. Tim Dog is as great as he thinks he is. He hasn't learned from history. Hey, Tim Dog, weren't you there in 2015 when your boy Crap Gamer got smacked publicly by Phil Spencer? Didn't you learn then that these big corporations don't give a fuck about you? They don't care about your dreams and your hopes. You're not friends with them. You don't have a key to the office. You're not going to Microsoft's office up in Redmond, Washington. Didn't you learn anything, Tim Dog, when Phil Spencer had to smack Crap Gamer publicly? I can't believe you're putting Quantum Break on PC. And Phil Spencer just said publicly, I can't believe that you're not going to play a game because it's going to PC. Are you a gamer or not? And that dude has been on a public vendetta against Xbox ever since. Him, the Red Dragon, all of these
Yep.
dudes.
Yep.
Don't you, Red Dragon, Tim Dog, Crap Gamer, 8 years of this. Don't you see what a pathetic waste the last 8 years of your life has been? Can't you see it? Don't you see it?
I think a part of them do. It's just that they can't accept the reality of how much time they wasted. But I mean, it is what it is, man. On that, I just had to read that though.
Going to war with a publicly traded company who has only grown. They've only seen growth year after. Xbox hasn't seen diminished returns. They've been growing, and they hate that. You know who's seen diminished returns? PlayStation. You know whose executives are being shown the front door? PlayStation. But y'all don't want to accept reality, so y'all need to cling to anything to give y'all some kind of hope. Indiana Jones, I think, broke them. I think that really broke them.
I mean, that's like the 9th breaking they've had. I kid you not. Two years ago, you were saying this verbatim 2 years ago with Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah, Forza Horizon 5.
That broke them. Then last year, you were saying it verbatim when Starfield came out. That broke them. They get broken all the time, E-Rock. You know, at this point, they're so shattered. Stone Cold couldn't use that glass to walk through. But let me. Tuck. I'm sorry, man. I forgot to let you speak. Tuck, go ahead. Say what you need to say.
I tell you right now, y'all. You know, when I did that video earlier this morning, I was over there talking about Square Enix and all that stuff, dealing with Final Fantasy reboot and all that shit. And we know that game is not going to sell. And I mean, and like I said, how many reboots can you have? The last year's Final Fantasy didn't do crap. Everybody know it didn't do nothing. So that's the reason why I always say, Square Enix, I don't even know why you did it, but you did it, and now you got to pay the price again.
Look at the financial problems they're having over there, Square Enix.
Well, I mean, you know, when they had that one game out, they had to close down the studio.
Yeah, for closure. What an aptly named video game.
I mean, they had to close that. I mean, Final Fantasy 16 didn't do a damn thing. So what made you think that this damn Final Fantasy gonna do something too? Like
because they're arrogant Japanese company who thought they were still the shit like Namco and everybody else, and they're gonna find out they're not the shit anymore.
But like I said, everybody's getting tired of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy ran its course. People's not interested in Final Fantasy no more. Yes, you got the hardcore gamers that might like it, but is it gonna move the envelope? No, it's not. So don't look for that game to do no good either. Yeah. So that's the reason why I'm glad to see what Square Enix did. They got that new guy in there, and I'm very sure if they didn't have that new guy in there back then before they signed that contract with Sony to make the game exclusive, he wouldn't have made the game exclusive. This is what I'm trying to say.
Final Fantasy was exposed back in 2003 when Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic came out, and BioWare showed you what an RPG was supposed to be, a Western developer. Then the next year, Fable came out, and Lionhead Studios showed you what an RPG is supposed to be. That's why this year everybody's going nuts about, Baldur's Gate gives you multiple choices. Y'all about 20 years too late. We had choices back in 2003 with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, where you could be either dark or light, or Fable, you could be either dark or light. So please don't give me that choices shit. I've been playing RPGs for a long time. I know exactly when the shift from Japan to the West happened. It happened around 2001, 2003, spearheaded by Grand Theft Auto 3, Tuck. The Japanese haven't been relevant for a long fucking time, and a lot of people hate that shit.
Yeah. And then when I play these Japanese games, they're almost never nearly as good as I keep being told. Oh, don't get me wrong. The art, and Kuni, unbelievably gorgeous.
Unbelievable.
I wish it was an animated series. The gameplay is typical turn-based nonsense.
Yeah, it's turn-based.
You know what? And I had my son.
I don't care though.
And I had my son look at the year of the first Final Fantasy back in 1987. I was barely in high school in 87.
You said you were in high school then?
Huh?
You said you were in high school then?
I was barely out of high school. I graduated in 85.
Oh, okay.
And the first one came out in 87. So how many Final Fantasies can you make? And they're the same damn thing. It might have like a little polish here, a little polish there, but it's the same damn thing. And people's getting tired of it. And that's the reason why I said I don't understand why these ponies, people just like to have remakes and rebuilds. That's all they get.
Well, can I add something to this? Because I want to put some
Yeah,
context.
yeah, of course.
I just can't hold back anymore. When people say it's the same thing and they talk about Final Fantasy VII remake, they're absolutely wrong. I like Final Fantasy, but I'm telling you the truth based on somebody who's played Final Fantasy for years. Final Fantasy VII is nothing like Final Fantasy VII original. Okay, it's a new game in every way. It plays differently, has new story elements. It is not a one-to-one remake. Dead Space is a one-to-one remake. Final Fantasy VII is not. It's a sequel. Okay, for people who didn't know that, Final Fantasy. What? I'm just telling you, it's a new game.
Can you make choices in that game? Can you like decide how your character is going to end out, or is there branching plots or storylines?
Well, there's several plots that takes place in there. So like it's a story game that has several plots that overlaps each other. So like in Final Fantasy, the way they handled it, if you want to know how 7 handled it, it makes you feel like you're playing the original, but it isn't. You get completely new story elements. Some characters are completely fleshed out. Like take Yuffie. She has an entire DLC that never occurred in the original.
Mm-hmm.
She got new characters you never met in the original. So you're actually learning about new gameplay, her country and stuff in ways you never did. So they literally expounded on what they did and even added new stuff, fleshed out things because it was a long time ago, right? So they did that. So in my opinion, when I played that game, I had a completely different experience from the original. So I think that I say it's a reimagining. It's not a remake. So when I hear people say that, I know they haven't played the game. Okay, so I want to correct that here. Also, that's the only remake they've done. They don't have any other remake. So everything else Square has done has been sequels. Just like 15 is a sequel, 16 is a sequel. They've done sequels. Now, do they all play it like? No, 16 plays completely different, which is why people didn't like it. It was more of a hack and slash type of action thing. So they are trying new things. And I just wanted to make sure we're not saying something that's wrong.
Okay.
I've heard this several times before and I let it go, but I keep hearing this back up. So I thought I should correct this.
I respect that. I respect that. Speaking the truth.
Yeah,
That's what we're here for. Be honest about what those games actually are. And 7 is not a one-to-one. Dead Space is. If you want to use an example, Dead Space is a one-to-one remake. Final Fantasy VII remake is not in any sense. It doesn't play the same. You got new characters. You got expounded story. It has a new plot. It has everything. It's different. It's a sequel. But they got the word remake. I think it was to kind of deceive people into believing it was a remake before it was released. Now they don't go by that anymore. That's why the second one doesn't have that in it.
My problem is with Final Fantasy and the Japanese RPGs is, and I respect you for you played the game, you stood your ground. That's what's up. Right. My problem with Square Enix and Final Fantasy is you could put a new coat of paint on some old shit and add a story to it, and it's still the same old shit. Because listen, I may not have played Baldur's Gate 3, but I am kind of interested in Baldur's Gate 3, and I do kind of understand why so many people have gravitated towards that game, because it's the truest RPG in a sense where it's multiple branching stories, it's multiple branching paths. I seen this chick go into a cave and it was these trolls down in the cave or these spiders or something, right? And your choices that you made previously can affect whether you go in that cave and get killed or not. Or you could use a wolf it's so many branching paths and so many ways to do stuff like in Starfield. So my only argument about that with Final Fantasy Remake is that RPGs have evolved since 2010. And when I look at Final Fantasy VII Remake, me personally, I basically see Final Fantasy X, which I have. I owned it. I played it. I see Final Fantasy X in the new skin. I think the Japanese, and I could be wrong. If somebody wants to put me
No,
wrong, put me wrong.
it plays different from.
The Japanese
They built a
refuse to
new battle
evolve.
system just for 7, so
Okay,
I
that's
would
what's up.
say it's not.
That's what's
Yeah,
up. That's what's up.
yeah.
Like I got a buddy who's telling me to get Tekken fucking 8. I'm like, dude, I got Tekken Tag Tournament. I got Tekken 6. I got Tekken 7. I
Okay.
had Soul Calibur 6. I had Soul Calibur 4. To me, Namco fell off after Soul Calibur 2.
Right.
Namco is living in the past, and you can keep putting a fresh coat of paint on shit. It ain't going to change. Like Halo Infinite, as much as
They did a lot different in that game.
they completely revamped that video game.
Yeah.
They made it so that I can enjoy it. So that means it changed from the formula. Like I just don't know. It's just the Japanese to me just seem to be stuck in yesterday, and it's just I just can't get. I can't even go over all the damn Japanese games that I own, man. I own Jump Force. I own something Dragon Force 11 or something. It's just, oh my god! Like how many fucking group battles and how many unexplained encounters and how many heroes with big swords and spiky hair can you play before you get tired of this shit?
Right.
Which is why 2004 Fable was so refreshing, because like, wait a minute, I can get married. Wait a minute, I could choose to be evil. Like it was so simple what they did. But Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2, it gave you choices and branching options. It's just, I'm not kicking Square Enix to Final Fantasy. I'm just saying that, God, these Japanese, they refuse to evolve. But like, if you,
what you're talking about is preferences. What some people like that formula. But here's what I think is wrong with Square Enix. I think they need to do other stuff outside of Final Fantasy. I think that's the key. I think Final Fantasy is what it is, and I think that if they don't come back to it so much like that, that's like maybe every 5-year thing. You might get one or something here and there. But that's how all these other games in between, it would be better. I don't think should they abandon Final Fantasy? No, if they continue to grow it in the end of
they're not going to.
Which they did in 7. I give them credit for that. They built a whole new battle system. What I'm saying is not because I'm a fan. I'm telling you guys this because I played it. I played the original. I know that game inside out, and so I know what they did, and I have to appreciate all the work that had to go into what they did there. But and they also tried to do it again with 16. But people didn't like 16, and I think that's some of the problems because the people want them to go back to the old formula. This is why I think Capcom does what it does. It does radically different stuff, even if people don't like it, because they don't like being pigeonholed into one thing. But they
don't like it now. Then 10 years from now, they're going to say how great it was, even though it's the same game they hate. Like they're doing with Arkham Knight. Do you know how many people I used to tell Arkham Knight's the best Batman game in 2015? The exact same people who hate Suicide Squad, I promise you, were trying to tell me how great Arkham Knight is. I'm like,
they're saying Gotham Knights is a masterpiece, man. They're saying Arkham Knight's a masterpiece.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they hated that game in 2015.
And I just want to finish by saying that I like all types of RPGs. I don't want a company that likes to do things a certain way. I don't care if it's Arcane. I don't care if it's Square Enix. I don't care if it's a Nintendo company. If you like to do a certain type of game and you're comfortable with that and you really like that genre, stick with what you like. But I'm not a developer, so I'm not going to tell them every little thing they should and ought not do. I think the customer base will dictate what people want and what they don't want. I don't want to say that. Now, I like all of it. Now, I play Bethesda games. I know what you're talking about with choice and stuff. I love that about those type of RPGs. But there's sometimes I like other type of RPGs too. I like
respect
to break
that.
up the formula, You
like to break up, instead of having steak and potatoes every day, you like to have some chitlins one day. I understand.
Right, yeah, you break it up.
I get that, dude.
Tired of a particular. If you play a lot of Bethesda games, you can get tired of that. If you play a lot of Arcane games, all the time you can get tired that you need to break it up sometimes. So like, at least for me, I'm not talking about
No. I agree with you, Dale. I'm the same way. But I was going to say, gamers don't do that because the best-selling game for the last 10 years has been GTA 5, and somehow in 11 years that game still be in the top 10. So somehow, gamers. I mean, at the end of last year when Sony put out the most popular game in each region, not a single exclusive. They were literally all day at Fortnite, Minecraft, Call of Duty type games, right? So gamers, their habits as a whole, they're playing the same shit over and over.
Right. Right.
At least a surprising large percent of them are, and I guess that's the casuals who'll never be.
Yeah, that's what that appeals to. Those games that never change, that appeals to casual. I've never seen two. Yes, a hardcore might play some of those games, but they're gonna play a lot of other stuff too. I just noticed that hardcore gamers play a lot of different stuff. I never thought I'd play a game like Power War. I'm playing that, and I'm also, by the way, playing an RPG called Uden Chronicle Rising, because I'm getting ready for Uden Chronicle coming out in Game Pass. That, I think, is one of the Japanese developers that Xbox said they got on board. So I'm all for it. And I want Xbox to keep doing that. And they got a lovely little game going on there. And they're an indie studio. And I want to support them. So I do not want them to be Bethesda. I don't want them to be Larian or anything like that. I want them to be themselves and what they can afford to do and their identity. The Japanese just like certain type of games, so they're going to bring you a certain type of experience. What I tell people to do is don't just play Japanese games. Play some Korean ones, play some European ones, play some American ones. Go play different games from different parts of the world, and you'll get that different flavor. And that's what'll help with that. But yeah, I try to be very careful not to put somebody down who may like a certain type of game or get enjoyment of certain type of games because I don't like them. I don't like doing that because I know some people love mobile games and I don't really care for. Or I used this example before. A friend of mine who loves dating sims, she plays these things all the time and try to get me into them, but I don't like them. But I never disparage her from enjoying that because she's a part of the gaming industry. Somebody's making these type of games for people like her. And so I try to be really, really careful about that. Even if the games has come from PlayStation, yes, it's repetitive. I can admit that. But they do that repetitive game very well. I give them that. If you want that exact type of game, they do it very well. But it's repetitive as heck, and they need to learn how to shake up that model a bit, So, but I just try to be careful with that because we don't know who's in the chat room listening to us and who likes what, and I don't want them to feel bad because they might like a particular game. Like I don't like sports games, I don't like those kind of games. But how many of you guys here like sports games? It might be a lot of people here, so I don't want to put people down for that. But that's just me, But I get what you're saying, Iraq. I understand that the Japanese like something, they stick with it, but I do think there's some companies that try to break the mold, but a lot of times it'd be hard for them to do it. But I think the successful companies like Capcom, I hope other companies can kind of learn about what they're doing and how they can do something different. And I hope Sega doesn't fall into that trap. Some people said that Sonic needs to break out of its mode and do some different things. I think
they didn't play Sonic Frontiers then. Sonic Frontiers was the dope game.
That's what I was going to say. Nice. I think Sega's trying. Now, whether it's successful or not, it's going to depend on the consumer. And if it doesn't be successful, we can't blame the studio if they tried, right? And I think that's what Square is trying to do, to be fair to them, because 16 doesn't play like any other Final Fantasy game. Okay, they're trying to break out of that mode, but if people don't let them, that's the problem. They got to make money at the end of the day, and we have to be willing to let the developers try new things. And that's why I say I'm glad that Xbox does that. I said this before, that Xbox allow their companies to go outside the box and try new things, even if they fail. And that's why not all the companies have that cushion like that.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to respond to Coco Fiend. Coco Fiend said, most Japanese games of late have the same formula of Ninja Gaiden. My favorite, by the way. I completely disagree. I think they mostly have a Dark Souls formula.
Me too. That's why.
And I can't. I'm sick of that. I need that. Too. I need that genre to have a crash or something, man.
It needs a break. Yeah.
Yeah, because it seems like every developer now, especially these AA ones, if they make an RPG, it's a damn Dark Souls clone. Even that Rise of the Ronin game, they said that it's going to be Souls-like, and Team Ninja, other than Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, that seems to be all they're making are these fucking Dark Souls clones with slightly faster gameplay.
Yeah, they're looking for the next Elden Ring.
Yes, I mean, I wish they'd make a Ninja Gaiden. I'd buy one. I'd buy the damn collector's edition if they did that, man.
Thank you.
But Coco Fiend, I just had to slightly disagree with you there, my friend.
Well, and I'm glad Dia, pointed that out. And yeah, she's right. I don't want to put anybody down for their gaming choices. And it's just a preference. It's just me. maybe I'm at the point now where, yeah, I could pick up and play something completely dumb like a wrestling game or an NFL game, but also take a look at Cyberpunk 2077, a game that was maligned upon its release. Now they're praising it as being a masterpiece. I just recently got back into it a couple of days ago. I'm supposed to be finishing Star Wars Jedi Survivor, but for some reason I want to fire back up Cyberpunk 2077 and see what riding a new subway was like. But I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, and you know, you're enclosed in this city called Dogtown. Now you can actually leave Dogtown and go finish some of your old missions from the other Cyberpunk. And so I've never left Night City, right? I've never left Night City. So I ran into this mission where I had to go into the outskirts, into the Badlands, and help this chick called Panem or something like that. Yeah. And I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting to come back to this RPG and be surprised at this late date in the game, because you know, Phantom Liberty is basically by the numbers. It's a by the numbers cyberpunk mission. But like, you know, to have this game or Assassin's Creed Odyssey continually surprise me, that's the only thing. Like, I know I'm really harsh on the Japanese developers, but it's just what I see. Maybe I don't play enough of the games, but I own enough of them. Like Jump Force. Jump Force was such a huge fucking letdown. That was such a huge letdown. I was all hyped for that shit. You know, I just like to be surprised now, because $60 is a lot to pay for a video game. Agreed. And I'm not sitting here talking that dumb PlayStation nonsense. Oh, quality games. Oh, bangers. Because look at all of the garbage they've gotten over there the last couple of years. Spider-Man, Foreclosure. But like, you know, Cyberpunk 2077 really is a good damn RPG, and a lot of folks give it a different look, because the CD Projekt Red really put in the goddamn work, and all of these games just got shitted on for no fucking reason. Like Unlimited Productions' new favorite game, Suicide Squad, is getting shitted on for no particular reason. Redfall got shitted on, and all of these games are great, man. These Western developers have stepped their game up.
Well, I mean, it helps when Cyberpunk has a budget of $215 million.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
So you better be able to make a hell of a game.
But then again, you have a game like Hi-Fi Rush that couldn't have been but so much money, and it was just fun from beginning to end.
Perfect too. Not one single bug. I never ran into one bug in that game.
So I mean, I really enjoy gaming, man. I'm really looking forward to this year. 2024 is just stacked, and to close on my last comment, they needed some kind of way to derail your excitement. But I know everybody here is too smart for that shit. Y'all have critical thinking skills, and again, man, Indiana Jones, Avowed, Hellblade. This year is gonna be fucking crazy for Xbox. Yes. This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, 100? Absolutely spot on there, E-Rock, man. Absolutely spot on. Yeah, I mean, my thing since I started the podcast has always been gaming is too great for all the negativity I see. It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, every year, I kid you not, every year I fall, there are games I fall in love with. RoboCop was one of the big ones last year, right? Mm-hmm. It was so good. I didn't even know. As much as I love RoboCop the movie, I didn't even know I wanted RoboCop.
Right? Yeah, they did my hero right. I'm a huge RoboCop fan. So
I'm playing Suicide Squad, and it's the gameplay reminds me so much of Sunset Overdrive that I just love every second I'm playing it off the gameplay alone. Right. What else? We got just so much. There's something to look forward to. Even if you got to play catch up on your backlog, there's so many great games out there. It just doesn't make sense to me that this is why. And I was ranting to E-Rock hard about a month ago about this shit, super hard, man. But this is why after next week, I'm doing a soft rebrand in the sense that we're going to focus on more positive stuff.
All right.
For example, when I did my unboxing video of Suicide Squad, all the comments were positive, every
That's
single
nice,
one, right?
yeah.
And it was so great interacting with them, asking them, hey, who you going to main in the game? Because I mostly play as Deadshot, you know. And they're like, oh man, Harley or King Shark or Boomerang, you know. I love the comments of, hey man, what do you think about the game? And I could explain to them why I love it. That's the type of interactions I'm hoping to grow more.
Yeah.
Instead of all this stupid drama stuff and all the stupid negativity, because the negativity got to me. It got to me badly, and it didn't get to me in the sense that it made me want to quit a gaming. That's never going to happen. I'm not so stupid that I let somebody else's opinion ruin my enjoyment for gaming. But it did make me realize that I wasted my time by dealing with all this shit, you know. And the last thing I want to do is talk about my favorite hobby and feel like I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
You know, that's just ridiculous, man. You know, I'm a huge sports fan. Although I'm probably the only sports fan that can't play sports games. God, I hate sports games. But man, I watch every Rockets game I can. I'm always going out to bars to hang out with friends to watch Astros or Rockets or Texans. You know, I'm one of those sports fans, right?
Right.
And the bet and some of the most fun I had this year was just last month going out just to a random sports bar to watch the Tech. I just went to random sports bar to watch when they beat the Colts to enter the playoffs, and everybody just high fiving and hug each other when they win.
Fun.
Yeah, having a good time. You know, when they during the playoffs, you know, one guy bought us all shots, and it's like, shit, man, thank you, right?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. And that's what I want from gaming, and that's what gaming used to give me. Because when I was a kid. Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to always talk shit about Nintendo and Sega. But you know what we did after school? If you had a not a Dreamcast, if you had a Genesis, we went and played your Genesis. If you had a Nintendo, we went and played your Nintendo.
Gamers.
Yeah, and then to see it evolve into this where it's just a bunch of you betrayed me, Microsoft and all that stuff. That stuff it really hit me this year that. This is stupid. There's no other way to put it. And it was to the point where you guys should thank Tuck we've been doing this. So I was going to quit this whole fucking show. I'm be real with y'all. Like your boy Limit was you don't know how close. If Tuck didn't give me some damn words of encouragement, your Limit True was about to retire last month. That's how ticked off I was. But after you give yourself time to process stuff, you realize
time to breathe.
Yeah, you realize, okay, you know what? Yeah, the negativity sucks. I'm not going to change nothing. I'm not even going to try. I'll talk about it when it comes up. But after next week, after Phil says what he got to do, we could talk about it. We moving the fuck on because gaming is too damn good for anyone to ever feel miserable in this hobby. What's up, Tuck?
Hey, I got a good idea that you can do Unlimited. I got a good idea what you can do. Like every time you do your show. Mm-hmm. Just show a clip of Suicide Squad or show a clip of RoboCop, whatever game you want to show a clip of before we start the show. Show people what we're talking about and show people how we're going to change things around.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's a good idea, Chuck.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Just change things around. You ain't going to talk about no negative news no more.
Yeah.
Like I told you, your show is too damn good for you to be losing it, and for you to let them buttholes just ruin your show because of what they like, what they don't like.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know Unlimited was gonna leave. I would have spanked him. I would.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, E-Rock probably got the worst of it when I was pissed.
Okay.
It was what triggered me was when I saw that video of somebody saying gamers are waiting for Suicide Squad to fail. And something in me just exploded, right? And I'm over here thinking, how the fuck are you gonna say with straight face that you're saying gamers are gonna be happy a game fails? Mind you, this was like a day or two after announcement of the layoffs at Microsoft. And it blew my mind that the same people who were like, Microsoft, you're a $3 billion company. How dare you lay them off? Are the same ones who are like, oh, I can't wait till this game fell. We got to teach Rockstar a lesson, right? And I'm sitting here thinking, if the game fell, what do you think is going to happen to the employees you pretend to care about?
Exactly.
Oh, that's right. They're going to get laid off.
I think a lot of now I read a lot and I watch a lot. Not to hold the podcast because then you want to end it. I think a lot of the Suicide Squad backlash is emotional. I think it has nothing to do with the gameplay, and a lot to do with these motherfuckers really do kill the Justice League. Like, god damn, who directed this shit? James Gunn?
Oh,
Like,
so they're messing with people's heroes.
could you have left like one motherfucker alive? Like, yo, this shit, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League is as advertised, right?
Yeah.
And it's one scene in particular, like Batman's death. You know, motherfuckers is emotional about Batman.
Yeah.
Now, Unlimited Production, Unlimited don't give a goddamn about Batman. He probably jumped for joy when Batman got killed. But they kind of wanted Batman to go out more heroically because this is literally the Arkham universe. It's the universe that was in the Arkham games.
Right,
so when they found out what really happened, these motherfuckers was pissed. Like yo, the Suicide Squad really killed the Justice League. And I'm like, god damn, like who directed this shit? James Gunn. But I'm going to be patient and wait because I'm gonna get it eventually, and I'm going to see it myself. Chuck, look, I take you and Unlimited Productions recommendations of the highest fucking value.
I play this, man. The first time when I saw Unlimited play it the other doggone day, the first time I saw it play it, I just went and just bought it. I said, hell with it. I just fell in love with it. Because it's different. It is different. It's not, it runs a smooth 60 frames per second. Mm-hmm. It don't have no slowdown in it. It is just a great ass game. It
is different. The world's greatest heroes get killed by a bunch of criminals. Like god damn, like what the fuck? Who the fuck wrote this shit?
In a world of clickbait and false advertisement, something gave you what you want, what you get, man. They said, look, it's killed the Justice League.
Yeah, you're right.
Motherfuckers, man. And you know what? As much as I love my homie Green Lantern, John Stewart, and Superman, all of them, cool. Because it's just a fucking video game at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And you know what's going to happen? Another Batman's game going to be greenlit any fucking way.
Yeah.
Because it's Batman. And you guys aren't as big as DC fans as I am. DC has a fucking Batman problem. That's why I really didn't care. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I'm a Superman
Rest
fan,
in
and
peace to
I
the homie Kevin
that.
Conroy. He's the go-to Batman voice actor.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong at all. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna miss the hell out of him.
I am too.
My goodness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Batman fans.
Yeah.
So what? You're gonna get another Batman game in a few years. Settle down. You literally had 4 excellent Batman games in a row. Us Green Lantern fans got nothing. Superman fans got nothing. You're now getting a Wonder Woman game in a year or two.
I've been wondering.
So you guys have been eating. You guys have been eating like kings. So Spirit, I don't give a fuck if Batman died. Everybody dies. Oh, but it wasn't heroic. Oh well, you're gonna get another Batman game. He's gonna have 6,000 fucking more movies, 300 fucking animated shows, 700 fucking comics. You're gonna be fine because one game didn't treat him like a god. The one guy who's a human. Oh wow, the one human without powers. Spirit. So I don't care. It's a fun video game. I love it. I love everything about it. And I'm gonna value my opinion over that shit. But rest in peace to Kevin Conroy.
Thank you. You spoke the Bible just now because I want to Superman game done.
I think the biggest thing I like about Suicide Squad is the story. It's the story leading up to the big event that gets me interested in that game. The cut scenes is great. Unlimited. I mean, I'm telling you, man, when you did that game for me the other day when it first came out, I just bought it. I just said the hell with it. I'm not gonna wait for the 60.
Now I'm curious. In this universe now, who's going to protect Earth? Task Force X? Them motherfuckers is going to stop Darkseid. Y'all didn't kill our most powerful heroes. Like y'all, who's going to protect the Earth now?
It's comic books. Who dies in
I know. Unlimited. I'm just fucking with you guys. I know. God. Listen. This nigga talking about I'm not a huge DC fan. Nigga, I lived through fucking. Hold on. What was that shit when they rebranded DC? The New 52? I lived through that shit. So comic books can be rebooted. These heroes come and go. They've been keeping Spider-Man a teenager for 60 fucking years. It's been like what? It's been like 5 dudes been Batman, Azrael, Dick Grayson, fucking Terry McGinnis. So yeah, it's all good. It's just I gotta look. I gotta give them credit. They called that shit Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and Rocksteady stood by that shit. God, dear.
You know what? I respect
it. Damn.
You know,
I respect it because they could have easily took the coward's way out.
They could have
and pretty much make Spider-Man 2 the safest game ever.
That's true. Absolutely.
Hey, how many people can we pander to this time? Oh, Spider-Man 3, we get to save the Gaza Strip. You know what I'm saying? Because
you know how they say it's.
Oh, I'm sorry, Iraq.
No, I make it quick. You know how they say there's no truth in advertising. Yeah. Fucking Suicide Squad kills Justice League bucks all of that shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, God damn it, could you at least have left the Flash alive? All these motherfuckers get killed. Like, God damn.
He's gone.
I just started liking this nigga. Yo, fucking wasted. Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ. And that damn Captain Boomerang in this game is the most scummiest motherfucker on this fucking planet. The only dude that's honorable is like Deadshot. Oh my God. Yo, listen. This game is hardcore. I haven't played it. But this is an adult video game, and maybe that's what shocked motherfuckers was that they actually kill the Earth's greatest heroes. Yeah. Like Unlimited Production said, it's comic books. Treat it as an Elseworlds tale. Yo, man, this dude made a 3-hour video about how the whole Arkham series is ruined by this one game. And I look at some of this shit to see how deep these guys go. He went on a deep dive with this shit. I said, God damn, nigga, this shit meant something to you. Damn. Couple of dudes tried to boycott the game. Like, this shit meant. Oh, this is Kevin Conroy's last acting job. How could they do this? It's abominable. Like
that one pissed me off. I'm like, the dude got paid. He read the script. He knew what he was getting into, guys.
That's
all
true.
Right? And so stop this sanctimony. And that's really pissed me off when IGN try to manipulate people. I mean, I kid you not, E-Rock. The wording was something like this was if Kevin Conroy's final performance pissed you off, it should have. And I'm like, I'm sorry, did Rocksteady kidnap this dude before he died? And starved him to death. Like, hey, you gonna voice Batman? He gonna die in this game, or else we gonna kill you.
Read these lines, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I think he knew, and I think he was okay with that because he knew he wasn't going to be able to voice anything anymore. I saw.
Let me do you one better. Matter of fact, let me find the article because he even said he had fun playing as an evil Batman because it was something different.
Okay, yeah, because he played a good Batman for years.
Oh, he was awesome. Yeah, he was awesome.
I loved him in the animated series, one of the greatest animated series of all time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the stuff that I grew up in and why I'm a DC fan was because of that.
Yep.
They said he did a couple of more roles before he died, just like in the animated universe. So it's not like he's gone, but them dudes, they took this shit fucking seriously.
Yeah. I should. You know what? Batman fans has always been like that, where they think he's the god of DC. And the infamous prep time. I'm like, dude, if Superman wanted to, he'd just fly into space and use his heat vision.
Thank you. I had arguments with people about they actually believe Batman could beat Superman. Get the heck out of here! I can go bring.
Well, he almost did in Batman versus Superman. That motherfucker Ben Affleck came prepared.
Look, I'm gonna tell you now, with all the stuff that Superman can do, look, they make people believe that, but there's no way Batman would be able to beat Superman.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Well, the
I can come up with scenarios and ways that he can beat Batman, and it'd be
not a fair fight.
The plot armor was kryptonite, and it was actually intelligent.
Yeah,
or else how else would it be possible?
Yeah, exactly. And so, but that's really just one of the very few ways. Well, other than that, Superman could just hit him hard enough.
It's like a get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Really good writers know how to write because Superman is not dumb. He's intelligent. Another thing is he does use his mind when he fights. Real good writers can portray this. This is the problem is you got either good Superman writers or you got bad ones. Right, like in my opinion, that's my personal opinion.
Well, the problem is you
don't know how to write him well, and he's hard to write. I'm not going to even.
He's hard to write for because he's basically a god. So you got to kind of bring him down to earth, like he did in Justice League versus the Suicide Squad, where they used kryptonite as a plot armor. Yeah, you got to kind of bring him down to earth.
They have to have kryptonite, but it's how it's used sometimes. It's like the way that some stories write it. You don't believe it for 1 minute that would work against Superman. The other way, I'm sure I don't have Justice League yet. So I'm sure they probably did it really smart because I've heard nobody really complain about how these characters are dying and that is unbelievable. I haven't heard of that. So I'm sure that Rocksteady did a really good job at looking at the source material of the characters, each of the characters, and not making them seem like some weak nobody that that could just be overthrown easily. But they gave everybody their due, and I'm sure they did that. And that's what I consider a really good writer of the characters. If they know the characters well enough, even if they gotta die, if they know the characters well enough and they make it believable as to how they meet their demise, then I can buy it, you know. But if they do it in such a way that almost is disgraceful to them, and no, Batman is a human, so it's a lot more ways you can take Batman out. It just is. He has a lot of weaknesses, you know.
Yeah. With that, we're going to start wrapping it up. This show actually went way longer than I anticipated it to.
Yeah.
This was really going to just be by myself, but E-Rock hit me up, and I can't pass up on that.
Me in here, yeah.
Well, it's okay. We don't hang out that often anymore, so
yeah,
you know.
Exactly. So I don't pass that up. Sister Elite said, "I love Batman, but it's just a game. I don't get that obsessed. It's like when Joel got killed. Who cares? It's a game. Yeah, man. But you know, you didn't play Golf Simulator to kill Batman, at least. So."
Well, when Joel got killed, look, listen, I'm not even a PlayStation guy. That shit was an affrontery, man. You had to take out the one positive male influence in Ellie's life has to get killed and killed with a golf club. Like, god damn. I see why they was about that game.
And you know, Neil Druckmann's clearly one of those pretentious writers who wrote that, and he thought it was the masterpiece of the game. Oh, we're gonna kill him in the most unexpected. Don't give him an honorable way. Don't give him a difficult way to go or nothing. We just gonna kill him and at the beginning too. And we're gonna make you play as the killer. I hope. Let's put it this way. I hope you ain't teaching no writing classes in college.
Yeah. Now the way to go out in a video game or in a movie. I forget how Dom died in Gears of War 3. I think he went on like a G. Yeah, he went on like a G.
Yeah. He wanted to be with Maria, man. That was an excellent scene.
Again, man, it just goes back to before we go, it goes back to what I've been saying about sometimes, man. Series needs to know when to hang it up, man. I think I love Gears of War 5 especially, but I just think sometimes, man, a series needs to know when to hang it up. But what are we talking about, man? Like, you got DC rebooting their universe, you got Marvel going on, but and clearly nobody's going to go see those movies anymore. It's just like, man, you got to know when to hang some shit up. Maybe Marvel should have ended with fucking Infinity War.
I think they should have, yeah.
And maybe DC should have ended with fucking Zack Snyder's Justice League. You ain't gonna do no better than that. Stop. It's okay. Let it go.
There's so many other stories to tell.
But see, that's the reason why I've loved what they do with Gears of War. We haven't had a Gears of War in almost 6 years now.
Yeah. It's going on. Yeah.
But how long can you continue that story before it gets redundant?
Isn't this their last one though?
A chance to go ahead and do refresh stuff. I mean, eventually, they might kill it off. They might not even bring it back this time.
Yeah, that might be the last one.
They might kill it off, but until then, I'm just gonna enjoy playing the video game.
Yeah, I got you. It's just as a writer, man. As a writer, sometimes, like look at God of War. Like, what's the point of God of War anymore? The last great God of War was God of War 3 when he killed all the Greek gods. Mm-hmm. Now he's in Norway killing all the Norse gods.
Kid, ain't he? Ain't that
where's he going to go? Yeah, his son, boy. Where's he going to go next?
I'm like E-Rock, man. I love when things end. I love when things end. Put a nice bow on it.
Yeah, when it's time. Yep.
Hell, if this is the end, if this is the end of the Arkhamverse, as soon as I thought I'm cool with that.
It is.
Something might happen in the future. Oh, hey, man. Yeah. It's the end of the story they want to tell. If that's how they're gonna go out, that's fine with me. At least you gave us an end, and you didn't give us Batman Arkham wheelchair and shit, man.
The way to do that, and I think E-Rock said this before, and I think Zink is saying that now, is that you can pull stories from other people, other timelines, other experiences, and then make a franchise out of that. And then that can bring something fresh to the table.
Yeah. Now the one thing that I do that it doesn't, the reason why it doesn't bother me with Gears as much as say, because Final Fantasy has had a Final Fantasy release like every year, basically.
Yeah, they're all different games though. They're not from
even if they are different games, it's still another fucking Final Fantasy. I mean, that's a lot to keep up with.
That's true.
Then these games are longer and longer. So
that's true.
So 100 hours on 16, 100 hours on 15, 100 hours on 7.
I agree. I think
100 hours on Yeah, and then they're doing Final Fantasy spin-off games too. That for some reason go to Xbox, but the main ones get Square. I don't know what Square doing with that.
Yeah,
but at least
tell you,
stuff
they
like that,
try stuff, it just doesn't succeed.
Yeah, and the stuff like again, Madden is annual, WWE is annual, NBA 2K is annual.
Yeah,
you know that's just too much. You know that's just too much, and that's the stuff that's driving a lot. That's what drove me away from sport. That's why if you look at my collection videos, the only sports games I have are Forza games. Okay. And that's if you count racing. Okay. Right, and that's, and you know what? That's why I bought AEW last year, and I had fun with it because it might have been arcadey. It doesn't have nearly as good as creative wrestler mode, but damn it, it was something different.
Right. Y'all enjoyed it,
because WWE has the same template from the SmackDown games, and it's at its core DNA. It might be slower and more simulated now, but it's the same shit I played in WWE 2K16. I guarantee you, the gameplay is virtually the same. I don't need to play the shit to know that. Unless E-Rock tells me one day that they did something different with the gameplay, I already know you probably push A to grapple and all that shit, Y to reverse or something like that. Right. You know, the same. It's been the same here for a decade. Basically.
They changed some shit. It's better, but it's the same template. How you can't change suplex, grapple, Irish whip to the ropes. You can't change that. No more than you could change run, pass the ball. The reason why the sports games get away with annual stuff is because players get old, wrestlers get old, new people come in, new rosters come in. You could have legends on your roster, but eventually, Joe Montana, Tom Brady, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, those guys all get old. The Rock, they all get old, man. With a game like Gears of War, you're gonna have Marcus Phoenix out there when he's fucking 90 in a wheelchair, fucking fighting the goddamn. You're gonna have Master Chief, unless he got special DNA out there when he's 100, still fighting the motherfucking Covenant. Like one of the best things about Star Trek, the original first 6 movies, was that Captain Kirk and them, they realized their time had came. They had one last mission, and then they rode off into the sunset in Star Trek 6. Yeah, that was awesome. You felt something. You felt emotional, and you were saying goodbye to friends that you knew for like 30 years or 25 years or however long it was. It's okay for some things to come to an. It's okay.
You know what, gang? You know,
Peter Parker getting married. What's that?
Even though it might have been a bit melancholic, A Plague's Tale Requiem.
Yes.
You got the first part in story 1.
That's
you get the ending in part 2, and I hear that the developers are trying to move on to something else.
Yeah, they don't want to go back.
Yeah, sometimes you just tell your story and let it go.
And let me tell you, as a guy that played A Plague's Tale Requiem, it does end, and you ain't ready for it. Yeah, it does end definitively, and I'm like, wow, they had the balls to go there. But it's where the story was leading up to, and I like that Unlimited. I like that they had the guts to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I say this too before Unlimited finishes, is that look at it this way, chat. That when one story ends, now you got time to play a brand new story and start that whole adventure again with something new. Mm-hmm. So it's not so bad, it's not so sad, and you will always have those original games and that original experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot what I was going to say before wrapping up. The reason why it doesn't bother me with Halo and Gears as much as every other game, because those games they don't come out like fucking 6 years apart. Excuse my language, like 6 years apart.
Yeah.
And so at least you get the time to miss those games before the next one come out. Yeah. Because I buy every Forza game. I didn't buy the most recent one yet because I already had. I didn't put enough time in Forza Horizon 5 because that came out just a couple years before this new one. So and I will own it eventually because I play every one, but it's just that's how it is sometimes with me, and that's just me personally, guys. As I always say, never let me or anyone else tell you what to like or enjoy in gaming.
Exactly.
I just speak my mind.
Yeah, Forza Motorsport didn't hit the way it should have because they released about all of the tracks. They're putting a couple of the tracks that was missing in this February. They're making some updates. For those who play Forza, you know what I'm talking about. I wish Zink was here because he would know what I'm talking about. But it's one track in particular that was missing, and without that track, Forza just wasn't fun. It's this long ass track out in Germany. There's like 20 miles called Nordschleife or some shit like that. It wasn't in the game, and Forza just didn't feel fun. It felt too fucking technical. You had to do a practice run, and you had to stop the game and say you don't want to do practice to have a race. It was just too technical. People there just want to grab a game, pick it up and play like Madden or WWE or Assassin's Creed. So they're making some changes to Forza to make it more fun, and they're bringing back these tracks that were missing because without those tracks, Forza Motorsport just wasn't Forza Motorsport.
Right.
So it happens. I think these games sometimes they get released too soon without all their content.
Yeah.
Which is why, even though it's a cash grab in a way, I kind of respect the fact that like 2K Games is like, look, if you want the full WWE experience this year, it's $100 fucking, nigga. Or you can buy that shit in pieces. I don't agree with it, but I like to have everything like right then and there. Like
Yeah.
we had to wait a whole almost 6 months to get these extra tracks. But I'm not gonna shit on Turn 10. They do a fantastic job, but Forza Motorsport just didn't feel good this year without all of those options.
I'm hearing that, and I think maybe moving forward, now that is so many games being produced, maybe Xbox now has that leisure to let a Turn 10 have more time and stuff. They were in the early batch, so I think that's probably the problem. We know they're excellent. Turn 10 is fantastic. So
you can't rush out Forza. I don't know how. They must be some kind of wizards over at Playground Games. I don't know how they do what they did. You know, the Forza Horizon games were like 2 years apart since 2014. How did he do that shit? Yeah. But I digress.
That's why they're giving the Fable. So, because no, I let me correct myself. So I remember reading they pitched the RPG, for years it was rumored to be Fable. So that was a pitch they brought to Microsoft.
They wanted to go into that.
Wow.
Microsoft didn't make them do an RPG. They asked
They pitched it. Microsoft greenlit it, and now we about to get that back in a year or two.
Yeah.
I mean, just so many great stuff for Xbox and gaming. But with that, guys,
Unlimited. One last thing before you close up.
Yeah, Daya, I love you, but this ain't Sega Forever show.
Okay, I just wanted to say this real quick. Maybe in the next shows in the future and stuff, we can talk about and highlight each studio, maybe a game or something like that too, just to give you something.
Oh, that's a great idea. You know, that's a great idea because we got to highlight Obsidian before Valve coming on.
Yeah, that'd be great. Obsidian can be the first one. So that's all I wanted to say real quick before I forget.
Great idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea. You and Tucker are improving the Olympic truth. All right, guys. Usually I do intros, but this 2.5 hours, we could just call it night here. Great show, chat. Y'all are excellent. Xbox is gonna be fine. Game is gonna keep going. The world's not gonna end. 2024 is gonna be excellent. But with that, we are out.
Peace.
Bye.